Hey, what's going on, guys? Last time you saw us, Aaron Rodgers got immunized after playoffs.
And last time you seen us, we was like, man, Tom Brady can make it.
Look,
Also, Chris came. Let's just go right into it. We're playing catch up. We're playing big time catch up.
all I know
So
is, all
let's
I
just
know
go right
is,
into it. Whatever fall out of our mouth falls out of our mouth. Chris, begin.
all I know is this. I had the Jordan Peele sweat going on when Jimmy G and the 49ers got to the conference finals because I was like, I swear to God,
I,
because here's my thing. The Dak Prescott slander was going to go through the roof if Jimmy G got to the Super Bowl.
I don't even think it was the Dak Prescott slander. That wasn't bothering me. What was
It
bothering
was
me
bothering me. You know how
What
I
was
am.
bothering me was Cowboy fans being Cowboy fans going, we got robbed. Here's the thing. Let's clear this out the way.
Sort of,
Let's clear this out the
but
way.
not really.
Yes, in a sense, we kind of got robbed. In a sense. Now, D, what are you doing? I'm hitting rewind. Zip, 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 zip. Go back to the beginning. Hey guys, you remember when the third quarter happened? We had the ball and we immediately punted it back. Why did it not hit none of y'all Cowboy fans that we're gonna fucking lose this game?
Because it felt like
Chris,
the
I hate to
balls.
be the one. Did it hit you like it hit me in the third quarter? Like we finna lose this game.
I no. Here's the
I
thing.
knew it.
Here's the thing. I had hope, and this is the reason why the Rams.
Ooh.
And see, here's why I had hope, and this is why the Rams beat the 49ers in the conference finals.
You about to go,
Because
yeah.
because we saw the flaws in the 49ers in the Cowboys game. And the Cowboys had plenty of openings to open that game up and beat the 49ers. So everybody knew how fraudulent the 49ers were, but somehow the luck of the Irish was helping them into the conference finals.
It ain't the look of the Irish. Because what we saw this year in the playoffs,
Debo Samuels?
more than anything, was everybody's weakness showed right the fuck up. And for the Dallas Cowboys, it was this main weakness that you and I have talked about all year. Zach can't do everything. Dak Prescott has been running for his life. When you see how he was running for his life the last 6 games of the year because the whole offensive line is either beat up, tired, whatever have you. And Zach Martin's like, nigga, I'm only on the right side. What do you want me to do?
But at the same time, I also feel I had a theory that still holds true. I think if Dak never got that leg injury, I think he would have used his legs more in that game. And
I don't think it would have. I don't think that was a problem. Also, oh yeah, that's the other thing that showed up. Coach Fat Fuck Coach Fat Fuck can't coach. Boy, I knew Mike McCarthy was going to Carthy.
He Carthy at the worst. At like every commentator was like, there were times in that fourth quarter where McCarthy should have called a timeout, but he didn't for some stupid ass reason.
I knew it was over when Tony Romo, who does this often anyway without knowing, but this time he was deliberately doing it. Tony Romo was purposely out coaching Mike McCarthy that game because Tony Romo was pointing out. So, see what they're trying to do is they're trying to do the back end, but
okay.
what they had to do was come across.
Okay, fair enough.
And I remember he said the play calling is all over the place. The Cowboys can't get no type of rhythm. I'm like, thank you, Tony.
Okay.
Thank you, Anthony.
Let's address this because I think that might be Andre that said this. Are we ignoring him missing wide open receivers? Okay, here's the thing. This is something I didn't say it because it happened
I'm
after.
Not looking at the comments right now. So
no, but it happened. It happened after the Cowboys game. Troy Aikman said, and I quote, "It's amazing to me that Dak doesn't get the opportunity to take over because CeeDee Lamb was not double covered the whole game." And Troy and Troy was saying, Troy Aikman was saying like straight up, like, yo, if it was me, I would have did like I did with Michael Irvin and be like, yo, Irv, get open. I got you.
You know what? There was a lack of that. And the person, here's the funny thing. Either he was trying to stay by the book and really try to let Kellen
I think he was staying by the book.
I think he was just trying to let Kellen Moore try to write him into something. Here's the thing that Kellen Moore has proven to me over 2 seasons. Kellen can't do this shit under pressure. That's
why he's not a coach and he's back with Dallas now.
Yeah, exactly. He is not ready for this.
Not ready.
He is clearly not ready because his play calling gets really. It gets very. Okay, a few of y'all will get this. his play calling gets very. I'm playing John Madden and I'm losing by 10, and it's the fourth quarter.
Let's
It
pull some
gets.
shit out the ass and let's go.
Think of what you would do. And I'm telling this to select people, not the people that say they're good. No. You know what I'm talking about, y'all. When you start going like, I'm gonna throw the ball like that. I'm gonna keep bombing it for no fucking reason. You know what I'm do? I'm gonna do slants. They're never gonna. Damn, that's a pick.
And that's the thing. It's like
that's how his play calling gets. It gets Dak in trouble, and Dak often has the time to. Dak was all the behind this shit every fucking chance.
And that's the thing. It's like it puts Dak in a position to where wide open receivers.
And also, the person that he does that with, the main person he does that with was Amari. Amari wasn't 100, and also Amari was getting covered like shit. Shout out to the 49ers defense. That's what won them the game, and I keep on telling that to people. Because what happened at the end of that game, no. 49ers should have lost what happened at the end of the game. Jimmy just kept found reasons to fuck up, even the jump off sides, whatever. But the whole little thing where we came up the field and the ref kind of stood there, bumped that out the way, all the rest of that. Two things, y'all. Number one, really, Dak, you didn't have to slide like that. Number two, hey, even if we did spike the ball's not in right position because we was up about 5 yards from where we actually fell at. Yeah. So it wouldn't matter anyway.
You know what? Yes.
That's how Dallas goes out.
WWRD. What would Romo do? Because it got Cowboy Nation in the saying the dumbest shit, which was basically, hey, Romo should be coach. And it was me and a couple other people like, guys, why would Romo turn down multi-million-dollar deal with CBS just to coach the Cowboys for way less than when he's doing commentary?
Why would he do that? Like, why would
that's hustling backwards?
Stop that. Cowboy fans need to stop that. You know what? Here's the thing. You know why I say that? You know why you and I can say that, Chris? We cherished him when he was with us.
Yes, he occasionally did some. Yes, he occasionally did some cowboy shit.
Oh, he did some very cowboy shit. In fact, if you want to, he was probably the most cowboy quarterback we have ever had.
But look, when we got games where he was in a gunslinging matchup with Peyton Manning.
I don't care what anybody say. Tony Romo was not top 10, but goddamn, this motherfucker did some phenomenal shit. That despite him not winning the ring, I guarantee you, because he's showing how much of a bright, real. Here's the funny thing: everybody saw. Remember the last 2 years of Tony's career when his personality was starting to really show to everybody. Mm-hmm. I remember Jamela Hill was like, "None of y'all deserve him." All of you Cowboy fans, we love Romo. None of you deserved him. He's like, and I remember she was like, it was like sometime mid-season, like, could y'all imagine if Romo actually had the same backing that Tom Brady had? Oh my God. It would have been so different. Not saying that, I'm not saying that, not his career, but more so his PR career, him in the public light and all the rest of that. If he had the same people backing up, it would have been so much different. But that being said.
But here's the thing. Sam Darnold, I feel throughout that game against the 49ers, was jerking himself off slowly, waiting for the perfect time to get Jimmy G. And boy, did he get it at the perfect fucking time. Fourth quarter.
Boy.
We said it before. Do not give the game ball to Jimmy G. Do not put him in that position. What happened?
You know why they was put in that position? Because we saw another weakness of the 49ers. Not only just that, but we saw God go, what if we take Debo away?
Man. 49ers fans were in when Debo was out for like 5 minutes, 49ers nation was in shambles, like, oh God, we're gonna lose.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. What if we take the child away? What would happen?
But at the same time, you can't put everything on Debo Samuels, and that's what happened. And also,
but here's the thing. Like, I understand when you will have a offensive presence like him and all the rest of that. You're that dynamic to the offense, especially as he is, man. That motherfucker can throw, run, and the way he can do that is phenomenal, man. You have a freaking athlete on your squad like that. Hell yeah, I understand. That's a blow to anybody. If you lost Marshall Faulk, Chris, yes, you will be hurting too. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, it also shows the weakness that y'all really ain't got an offense.
But also, dude, let's be real. Let's be real. They couldn't beat the great white hope that is Cooper Cup.
Man, Cooper Cup gets my respect in so many regards. Our very, 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 very first episode of Working Title Sports Show wasn't an actual episode of Working Title Sports Show. It was actually a show I have to actually find and reproduce. It was the episode we had with the League of Extraordinary Assholes for a good solid hour. We was talking sports and it was hilarious. And I remember we was talking about the majesty that was Jordy Nelson getting all of these catches, and we just said that was white privilege. This is white privilege.
Cooper Cup, for some reason,
got the gift of white privilege, and then he can just open a hand, zoop.
Or his white privilege allows two defenders to say, you know what, that white boy isn't going to catch the ball. Let's not cover him, and he's wide open for no reason.
Oh my god!
Because let me tell you something, dog. There was a play. Folks, I want you to understand something.
No, I'm laughing because I'm like, white privilege made him catch the ball, D. So what about Gronkowski? Here's Gronkowski. Wait a minute, I can use a handicap? Come on, man. You mean I can let you do that?
Sir, Gronkowski is unbridled retard strength.
No, he's unbridled. Unbridled, what I like to call he's the spirit of bro.
Yes, it's the bro spirit.
His energy is bro. So that's why I say it's like this. It's like this. It's like this.
The power of the bro.
It's like Tom Brady. You're a white quarterback throwing to white receivers. Which one of them do you use the power of white privilege to? Oh, that's easy. The worst one of them all. Edelman. He needed all of it. Come on. He's a Hall of Famer.
Hey, let's not forget.
Guarantee you. Guarantee you. If you gave him Peyton Manning, he would have gotten no more than he got with me. You guys sucks. He's like this. Here's Gronkowski. Wait a minute. You mean to tell me I could have used that power too? You didn't need it, buddy. Anyway.
Let me tell you something.
Wait a minute. I've been taking unnecessary tackles for you, man. You mean to tell me that? Like, nah, he don't need to know that. Anyway, go ahead.
Let me tell you something. Rams Nation at halftime were in shambles because 49ers were up by 10. And like you said, it's like God at the end of halftime was like, now unleash the shenanigans. And just like that, the Rams turned it around and cut that 10 lead deficit down to, what was it, 3 points or some shit like that?
Tell Aaron Donald he will get his ring this year. Let
me tell you something. Matthew Stafford pulled shenanigans out of his ass.
When they started power driving these niggas into the dirt, I knew it. I was like, they about to win the Super Bowl. Man, I ain't even gonna watch.
And then when Jimmy G threw that fucking ill-advised ball, and I saw it tip in the air, and I was like, that's going to Sam Darnold, and he's got it. Game over. I was like, well, grand opening, grand closing. You played the Admiral game, 49ers. You played the Admiral game.
Hey, what happened on the AFC side? Nothing important. Just the Titans turning into the Titans.
No. The Chiefs turning into the Chiefs, sir. We're talking about
No, we had to give respect. The Chiefs, before they got there,
salute.
That game with the Bills. I hate to be this person. Top 3 greatest games I've ever seen.
Sir.
Oh my God, that was a good game. Whoa.
That was what I like to call a Buffalo Wild Wings moment for your ass right there. Because let me tell you something, Buffalo Bills fans were.
Who before the game went to edit player and made Josh Allen a 99? Who did this?
Sir, hold on. Time out, D. Time out, D. Time out, D. Josh Allen puts the team on his back the whole season. He was already at 99.
He was already at 99. He was, he was like he's an 88, but he's like a plus 11. You see like the plus 11%. He's been doing that all season, yeah. He's been
but this game, it was all the Cam Newton meme where he's just like, all right,
I told
Got
my
you.
dad this. I was like, yo, pops, I'm gonna be real with you. He breaks his leg one time. That's his whole career. Yep, that's it. Yo, Josh, you better stay healthy
Yo,
because if you get one nagging injury,
did Josh Allen? Was Josh Allen pre-gaming Michael Vick highlights before he watched the game?
I think this dude like channeled the spirit because there was another game that's also very similar that the Bills had. One of the greatest games ever played was when they came back and beat the motherfucking Oilers. I think he was channeling all the spirit of Fred Reich and Fred Reich, like, give me your power. Something I don't know.
The Jedi ghost of Fred Reich was on the sidelines giving them the blessing.
No. Shout out to Canada. Shout out to Canada for this. Because I heard what y'all did. The owner of the Toronto Argonauts put all his team in the middle of the field, and he killed all of them, and where underneath them was like a transmutation circle. Full Metal Alchemist, people. That's an anime in sports I just made. Like, yo, I don't know what happened. Josh Allen became one of the greatest quarterbacks I've ever seen. That dude, like I say, it was a tit for tat game. You don't get that. You don't get that. He's like, I feel bad. Don't say I feel bad for the defense because it's the defense. Nah, they got
it. No. I feel bad for Josh Allen because when they did the, you know how they do the behind the scenes with the cameras focusing on what happened on the sidelines. I feel bad for Josh because he thought they had it won, and then the defense fucked it up, and all of a sudden, freaking Patrick Mahomes pulled bullshit out of his ass and got a TD and to tie it up.
I still don't know how the hell they did that. Like, yo.
And what's his tight end's name?
Kelsey.
Travis Kelsey in trust because apparently the defense of the Bills couldn't touch him for some dumb reason.
I told you, man, you gotta get a big white boy.
Hey, look! Travis Kelsey kept his beard, and all of a sudden he's godlike now. I mean,
I'm telling you, man. He kept his beard. His wife. I don't think his wife can cook. Don't try to give her like plus
points. Sir. I believe.
Is she a cook? Don't do that to me.
Well, he does. He's never come to the game with the with the tank home plate like Dirk's wife.
Exactly. So right now in these books, she's only black by association. So anyway, we
look. I think she cooks enough. She cooks enough, but she doesn't give the take home plate.
I say that meanwhile she graduated out of like, I don't know, like Spelman with honors.
It's like, fuck you, I can cook. It's like
I build rocket ships. Who is you, nigga?
And cook a mean fried chicken. Fuck you.
He's like this. And my husband got a bigger dick. I know that hurt black men. That don't hurt me. It don't.
It really don't. In fact, I'm happy for the guy.
So here's her. Damn it.
It's like, you think I'm one of those guys? You think I'm a Kevin Samuels? No, I'm happy for you.
I'm a Kevin Samuels? You think I'm a Kevin Samuels? Huh? Is that what you think I am? Actually, nah. I think Travis Kelsey was cool. Now, if you was fucking, I don't know, Drew Brees, I would have a problem.
Nah, but like that game happened and then overtime happened. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs just dog walked the shit out of that fucking Bills defense the whole way.
What did you think was going to happen? That's what I said. They can't let, you know what? It's so funny, man.
They got gassed. That's all it took.
Man, and I remember seeing like Stephon Diggs, he made a whole little post saying that like him staying on the sideline the year they lost to him. He said, I ain't never forget that. And so I'm going to come back strong when I'm going to get like, yeah, you did.
Almost.
It ain't horseshoes, nigga, because that's what almost works.
Hey, it was the fisherman with the dollar. Oh, you almost got it.
You had it.
Now, here's my thing. I think the Rams would have fucking mollywopped their ass in the Super Bowl. Personally.
I think it wouldn't even matter. I think the Rams are going to win this one
because the Rams went into it, and you know what? I'm happy.
Hold on. Go to your team that you had the most faith in, the Bengals. Roar. Who
Tiger style.
Who they?
But here's the thing.
The reason why I had to bring it up is only one reason, Chris. The
Mhm.
Titans. The Titans. It's almost like D predicted this from the beginning that you guys was going to get to the playoffs. Hey, Derek, curious. Derek, like, all right, me and my banged up knees are going to do my best.
Dude, he had the fucking Wayne. Dude, he had the fucking Wayne head boot playing the fucking game. What did you think was gonna happen?
He might have been doing this the whole game.
Dude, do you see? Dude, they had to put multiple metal plates in his foot just to get his ass on the field. I'm like, oh, they're gonna lose. They're gonna
Oh
lose.
my god, that nigga coming to the sideline on the iron lung. All right, coach, let's fuck these niggas up.
I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, dog, like,
Oh my god. Here's the best part. D has to see what his favorite quarterbacks just crash and burn. And I'm thinking about saying, hey, Ryan, look at me. You getting paid like a motherfucker right now.
meanwhile, hey, look.
They can't get that money back. Oh, God, the Titans steak.
Look,
Oh God.
look,
I told all of you they were a good team in a toilet bowl. I kept telling that to all of you. Hey, man, they're gonna be good. King Henry couldn't do it. I told you.
and look,
Oh, man.
Joe Burrow came in there with his fucking swag and just
Oh, my
Millie rocked over the fucking Chiefs and the Titans, and Millie walked his way into the Super Bowl. And
When he
yeah, the
beat
juice
Chiefs,
is
here's
gone.
the thing when he beat the Chiefs. Here's the thing with the Chiefs. Now, like I said, with much like when everybody getting exposed how they lost, like with the Titans, yeah, your only weapon is Derrick Henry. With the Chiefs, there's one really, really, really virus-like thing that they have attached to them. And then Chris, you know what I know. You know what it is. It's attached to them, and that was their downfall.
Mhm.
His
But then
name was Andrew Reed.
here's the
Boy,
here's-
Chris, this is what happened to D. I got off work. I looked at the score. I was in the car going home from work. Halftime, 3-20, Chiefs. Interesting. I get home. I wasn't feeling too good. I go to sleep. I wake up thinking 2 hours has passed, right? I'm groggy. I pick up the phone thinking that the Chiefs don't win. I like, yo, Pop, what's good? My dad hangs me up immediately. The fuck? Call him back. Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, whatever. I don't want to talk to you right now, man. We fucking losing. I run to the TV.
here's what happened.
It was a tie game.
Here's what happened. Much like the regular season game between them, the Chiefs, for some dumb reason, never adjusted in the second half against the Bengals.
I don't understand this idea where Andy Reid goes, all right, guys, let's just keep doing what we're doing. What about them? What did they change up on us? Don't worry. If we just keep on doing what we're doing, we'll be fine.
Here's what
keep
sunk
on
them.
doing what we've been doing.
Here's what sunk them. If they had kicked a field goal at the end of the first half, they would have beat the fucking Bengals, regardless of the Bengals coming back on them. It was a 3-point difference.
You know what, Chris? I'm gonna go one farther on you. In a conference finals game, score one more time.
Yeah, that's it.
Just score.
You never leave points on the board, regardless of what it is.
How did they leave points on the board for 2 whole fucking quarters, nigga? That doesn't make any sense. They deserve to lose. Andy Reid showed up proud. I knew it was going to happen. Yeah, it's almost like I predicted that.
Now, here's the downside to this. We said from the beginning of the playoffs that the Bengals negatives is their offensive line. Now, granted, Joe Burrow has done his best.
I really am stressing this, and a lot of people don't like hearing this, but I said it was, and it really showed up too. Inexperience, and I'm not just talking about in the playoffs. I'm just talking about period and pressure situations
and also one other X factor. One Eli Apple. Let me tell you a story about a guy that was getting cooked in with the Saints, talked all that shit
with the Giants.
Came to Cincinnati, was doing pretty good. And all throughout the playoffs, he almost fucked up against the Titans because the Titans almost.
Boy, AJ Green caught him twice, and I don't know why they didn't throw it to him, man. Yo, Eli is known for leaving space.
What happened was they're playing the Rams. Cooper Kupp is cooking Eli Apple the whole fucking game.
I was like, yo, everybody in the memes with all you saw was Adrian Bronner. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
like we'll excuse the first time Cooper Kupp got you, Eli.
This nigga got caught several times in the first half, and I was like, yeah.
But the one that got people laughing, it was the final score that sealed the Super Bowl win for the Rams. Cooper Kupp caught it over Eli Apple.
Over him.
And all Eli Apple had to do was just stay on Cooper and not give him any space. And he gave that nigga space, and it was done.
I asked my coworker who was specialty was the secondary. Sir, Eli Apple, he should have sat his ass down in the second half. I don't know why they kept pairing him up with Cooper. In the second half, they should have said no, switch with whomever. Whatever.
They should have put Awuzie on him. At least Awuzie
would have got cooked too. I love Awuzie, but he would have got cooked too.
Not as bad as that.
Thank you.
At the very least, Awuzie would at least drew a fucking flag for pass interference.
Awuzie would have not got cooked as not nearly as bad. I think he would have stepped it up way more. But whatever. Look, I think that, and also, like I said, I'm not even playing. When it really came down to like just the pressure that they was throwing at on Joe Burrow was just, man. Look, I felt bad for homie.
Dude, Aaron Donald.
They trying to kill him.
Aaron Donald, by hook and crook, was trying his best. He's like, I'm getting this fucking ring. Fuck you.
I'm getting my ring. I'm getting my MVP. I'm getting it all. And you know what?
By hook and crook, I'm getting this shit.
I got to be real with you. I love it when defensive players like him get they due, because it's like, bro, you was already going to the Hall of Fame. Yeah, that's nice. But I want my ring.
But here's the thing, too.
Like, I love it, man.
But here's the thing, too. Rams Nation, to be fair, also, OBJ was cooking the fucking Bengals, too, until he suffered till he suffered ACL injury. And I felt bad for him because at one point, the Bengals were up. Same scenario like the 49ers were. They were up 10 on the Rams, and everybody's like, shit, the Bengals might win this.
I was like, why that nigga crying like that, man? I was like, it's a Super Bowl, and he knows he can't play no more. You came
this close to getting a ring, and you get injured, and you're like, fuck.
And you can't play no more. You were you were actually there. You was contributing to a season. Here's the thing about OBJ, and this is me as an OBJ fan. I'm going to let it out. This was it. Because you see what just happened with that injury. He didn't know how long his body was going to last anyway.
And also,
if I'm Odell, if I'm Odell, I would retire. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I would because I would just. This is like, though, your body went through so much. You could never stay healthy, even when he really could contribute to the Giants. He couldn't. You know what I mean? He had he couldn't
And he had a good season and he was having in the playoffs. He was actually doing really good in the playoffs for the Rams, especially the last game against the 49ers. Because despite Cooper Kupp, because the thing about the Rams, and I even said it before, the Rams, with all the trading willing that they did, it was high risk, high reward. So they had to win the Super Bowl. It had to happen.
And especially at the point where especially all these players at the point of their careers, they all want a ring. You weren't going to have to do something like that. So that's the one thing that really got me with the whole process. And then I saw OBJ, he got hurt. I was like, dog.
He was crying, and I felt for him at that point.
Those weren't tears of I got hurt. Those was tears of you got to be fucking.
Because the Bengals couldn't do shit prior to that injury because they were doubling up on Cooper, and he was like wide open.
And you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna pour it on this one. You know, this boy has been playing this game his whole entire life. Think about the one thing you always done in your life, and somebody immediately breaks it or snatch it away from you.
Mm-hmm.
The one goal you've been fighting for your whole life, and it don't get no bigger than the fucking Super Bowl, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the biggest achievement days ever, besides a wedding, nigga. I mean it. Like, yo, real talk. Real talk. I think outside of, like, outside of some of the soccer junk or whatever, you know what I mean with this, yeah. It's a big ass, and all of a sudden, snap. I can't get it.
And it happened so abruptly because
and
what
then,
happened was,
if you gotta think, if you would have lost, do you know how much that would have tore him up?
dude,
God dang, bro.
Your self-confidence would have took a dip.
I wouldn't blame him if he would, like, I'm done. I retired from football that night. I would have.
And the way it happened, it was Matthew Stafford shot him a pass. He was wide open on a slant route, and when he planted his foot down, dragging it, it buckled, and boom, ACL, and he was on the ground. I was like, oh fuck, he's done.
It's amazing. It's amazing, man. How
same leg.
You can play this game your whole life, man. And your body is telling you, look, your body's going straight Scotty on yours. I'm trying, Captain.
Who was the dude on the Rams that came out of retirement and they picked him up for the Rams?
Who was that?
Dude's like 40 years old and shit.
Wait a minute, this season?
Yeah, hold up.
Wait a minute, they did that. Wait a minute, now I feel stupid. Who was this?
Eric Weddle. Eric Weddle was a safety.
Eric Weddle was out there?
Eric Weddle was out there for the Rams, and they needed a free safety. They needed a free safety. They called up Aaron Weddle. He came out of retirement to play for the Rams, and he got a fucking ring. And then immediately, as soon as they fucking ceremony happened, he was like, "Yeah, I'm retiring. I'm out."
You can't beat that.
Dude, was he like bagging groceries at fucking Whole Foods and was like, all right, I'll play. Fine, fuck it, let's go.
That was completely in mid-stroke. Man, what? I'm sorry, what? The what? Nigga, quit fucking with me, man. He probably hung the phone up and everything. Who was that, baby? No, it was the LA Rams. They said they wanted. Hello? Oh, shit.
Yo, it's like after the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I think after the Super Bowl, I want to say just like OBJ, his body was like, "Yeah, Eric, this is your last. You're done. Stop. Go home."
I highly doubt that. I think his body was, "What the fuck is you doing?
Go home."
Whoa, that sensation is familiar. Are we playing football again, dude? What are we doing out here?
dude, that was his knees the whole game.
That was his knee. No, I guarantee you it was his back. I bet it was his back. I bet his back was like, nigga, I'm gonna look like this the whole game. I don't know why you out here. Don't you tackle that nigga. Don't tackle.
Where's the ice bath? I need it now.
Feel that sting, don't you? Don't sit down, motherfucker. You better not say, yeah.
I mean, look. I love the fact that the entire Detroit Lions fan base was happy for Matt Stafford.
That was the weirdest thing in the world.
They were happy for. I mean, can they really be mad? It's not like he did wrong by the fucking Lions, organization.
Lions Nation, yay! Jared Goff.
What about me? I won a Super Bowl. Shut the fuck up, Jared.
No. Jared, man, fuck y'all.
I won a Super Bowl.
No, to be honest with you, if I was Jared Goff, I would have been like that. Y'all, no, kiss my ass, man.
It's like, I won a Super Bowl. Don't matter. Matt Stafford got it now.
Shit, when he was on the Rams.
It's like,
nah, he didn't win. He
did.
No, he did not.
Didn't the Rams? He did win it with the Super Bowl. I swear to God, I thought he did.
What are you talking about? Who did they beat?
Hold up.
Who did they beat? They didn't win the Super Bowl because they was talking about Aaron Donald get. Wait a minute, who did they play?
2018. They beat the Patriots.
They beat them?
Yeah.
Jared Goff, you won a Super Bowl ring. Oh my God.
Yeah, exactly. I told you.
All right, let's switch that around. Man, fuck y'all. I got a ring. Nobody cares, Jared.
That's why I was like, Jared gonna be like, yeah, I want to say. We don't care.
He yells at him. It's just some random fat guy just runs around. Nobody cares, Jared.
Dude, Aaron Donald got 2 Super Bowl wins, and
Oh
he
man.
could probably just chill at this point. I mean, look,
I remember I actually heard, I don't know of how real of a rumor it was, but he was retirement. He was thinking about retirement.
oh really?
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
how real of a rumor that was. I don't know if it's still a rumor or not,
Now my
but
thing is
I
this.
remember hearing that right after the Super Bowl.
So Jalen Ramsey got a ring. Good for him. That's been a long time coming.
Uh,
Our boy from that came off
Von Miller got his.
Von Miller. I know he
got
dude.
his.
Von Miller was giddy as shit.
OBJ got his, and oh god, just a whole bunch of everybody else, man. And one thing I will say, like I said, one thing that does stand out is that Cooper Cup got his, man. And I think a lot of people are fuck black people for being so reluctant to white boys that can catch balls. I don't understand.
I mean, look, it's like
it's like boxing and wide receivers. We're like, no, white people can't do this.
Now, who's that? Who's the Fox NFL commentator? Was it Chris
Collinsworth?
Yeah, Chris Collinsworth was apparently a really good wide receiver too. And it's like,
okay, now, all right. I finally talked to enough old people. This is the consensus I got. Mm-hmm. If he was on Madden, he'll be a 79. If you're lucky, an 81.
So decent, but not like the greatest or anything.
Come on, exactly. Good for a slot. You are number 2. No, I'm number 1. So okay, Chris.
so he's like so he's basically like a
you have Alvin Harper written all over.
Yes, Al Harper.
Yeah. Alvin Harper really thought that this nigga left. Who'd he go to, like Tampa Bay or somebody? They gave him a bunch of money. He didn't do shit. No, he didn't go to the Redskins. It wasn't the Redskins.
Oh, sir. That's a good segue. We have to talk about this real quick. The Washington Commanders now.
The Washington Redskins can kiss my ass. Here's the thing. You wonder why I keep on calling them that, especially if it was a racist name. I know I don't like calling them that either. But real talk, Washington Football Club can kiss all of my black ass for
You had a good name with the football club. I'm mad because it was so catchy at this point. People were really taking to it, and it's like the Commanders, like.
The worst thing that I got from all of this was the thing I feared the most, Chris. Mm-hmm. I told myself, hey, D, you hate Redskins fans. Yes, I do. How are they going to act with this? I have no idea. We can all pray that nothing corny will come out of it. Took these niggas all of about a day and a half for them to come up with a chant, we are Commanders, bum, 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 bum. I am not fucking with you people that don't know nothing about Washington football or Washington sports. That is a thing that happened. I keep on telling this to everybody. I don't know. Apparently there was enough cocaine that was flowing through the Washington area in the 1980s for all you motherfuckers to get magically ingested in Jack King Cook's whole little team. I don't know. I have no idea. I will never understand. Look, I get it. The Hogs was a shit. That was 30 years ago, nigga. I'm 38.
Jack King Cook. Ah, there's a name I haven't heard in years.
I know, right? Dog, niggas ain't coming up the middle anymore, bruh. Man, remember Doug Williams? Hey, y'all got rid of Doug Williams a year after.
Also, real quick with Cowboys, real quick.
You got rid of Doug Williams a year after.
I'm gonna say this also. Hey, Jerry, go on ahead and just start sucking off Jimmy Johnson's dick so we can get rid of this curse, so we can actually get something going, please.
Go somewhere, man, because I'm tired of this infinite loop that we're going in.
It's like all of us are just sitting back like, I've seen this story before. I don't like where this is going. I don't like it.
We know exactly where all this is headed at, man. I'm like, yo, we're not like whatever little holding pattern that the Cowboys have been in, we get it. Mediocre.
Also,
mediocre. We get it. Mediocre suck. Mediocre suck. Yeah, we get it. We're done. Can we do something now?
Also, I'm coming around to the idea. Hey, Jerry, just go ahead and just take a page from the Rams. Say fuck that salary cap and just go all in so we can get a Super Bowl win now.
I really do think Jerry, because the one thing I notice about men in all these owners to a degree all have the same habit of, but what about the money? You know what I mean? They all have the same habit. And what really gets me is that it feels like you can win. You can easily win, but you refuse to.
Yeah, it feels stubbornness is the
It
name of the
feels
game.
like it's stubbornness, but I also feel that I think a lot of Cowboy fans just really think that Jerry's really about he's tired of making money. He wants to actually win a Super Bowl. But you know what? I got to be real. After what I've seen this year, are you sure? Are you sure? I just want us to go to the playoffs and stay there a little bit longer. Like I'm
Can, I
just
get
being
to, can, we, can we
real.
get to the conference finals? I
That's
mean,
all I want.
I would
I
like
don't
to. Hey,
want to
look,
go to
look,
the
look,
Super
look, look.
Bowl. Can we not?
I have a feeling Dak will win the Super Bowl for Dallas. I don't know the circumstances that will surround that
I
happening.
have no idea either. I have no idea either. Let's put it this way. There are I have looked at 1,000 simulations, and there's at least 7 ways we can make it to the Super Bowl with Dak. Dak, the time is ticking. And just to be really honest with you, one of those scenarios, I highly, highly doubt that Tom Brady's going to come back and half the team. That's a whole different other thing.
You're gonna have to do.
Scenario makes no sense.
You're gonna have to. It's like Dak is gonna have to do what
I
Troy. You got to pull a Troy Aikman and be like, "Fuck it, I'm doing the plays now. Fuck this shit."
I feel like that didn't help the Cowboys, but I think it will
No,
tremendously hurt them.
but going back to the Redskins real quick.
The Commanders,
The Commanders,
the Commanders. Now they have a name. We're a new team
to be people
with
that
no sexual abuse in the background. We're fine.
Oh, I'm just gonna be real too. I think okay, so
it's a lot. I know it's a lot to happen at once.
Brian Flores let the chopper loose also after the Super Bowl. Oh, actually, before the Super Bowl, he did. He let the chopper loose before the Super Bowl about the racism on him not getting hired. Now he's with the Steelers now as a a coordinator, or
I think he's the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, offensive coordinator. Now I don't think this is going to shut him up. I think it opened it up.
I think if anything, you probably made it worse by teaming them up with another black coach who. It's weird. Here's the funny thing. I think we just want black people to speak for us. Black people that got a mic just to speak for us. And somebody's like, "Oh man, he's with Mike Tomlin, so that's going to mean he's going to be more black than ever." Really? Because what was Mike doing before that outside of being just an angry looking ass nigga every Sunday? Like, honestly, how was your blackness uplifted by him, man? Like, that's all I'm saying.
I feel Mike Tomlin benefited from just having a great winning record, so people just didn't fuck with him because it's like, well, we're gonna tell him no. Like, nah, he got a winning record and 2 Super Bowls.
But here's going to be the damning thing. We're about to see a new era in Pittsburgh, which is going to be very fucking weird without Ben Roethlisberger. Speaking of which, to real quick, going to Ben.
Ben's gone. Yay.
Good. Anyway,
the Hoskins era is upon us.
Shut the fuck up.
Mate, my Dwayne Haskins agenda is in full tilt.
Haskins will not.
Hey, we got a black coach. We got a black offensive coordinator. It's happening. The agenda is real.
But here's the thing. The one thing that really popped up, and I was talking to my dad about this, is like the NFL is going to scoot this under the rug, and they're going to give. I'll say they're either going to give Brian a bullshit job with somebody, pay him out, or they're going to do everything to hush this nigga up, and we're not going to hear anything from him. Thank God he's still around. Here's my problem about that. I hate saying it like this. Usually when black people, we get a job after the situations like this, we get kind of quiet. We get kind of complacent. Now, our hope is, Brian, you still mad, right? Because the allegation you gave up was actually super damning. Because
and
of
true,
all the crap, is it really true?
Because other coaches came out and confirmed that shit about. Because look, it was blatantly obvious. It was blatantly obvious that the Dolphins were tanking, and the idea of getting paid to purposely tank other coaches pretty much confirmed that's a thing.
Yeah, we all know. Everybody knows tanking is a thing.
But the fact that Brian Flores refused to do it and the management didn't like that shit. Oh, it's true because a lot of management don't like when the coaches buck hard on that kind of shit.
we want to go by these analytics so we can get this player so we can up our chances next year
Mm-hmm.
because obviously your coaching is not good enough. So do us a favor and fucking lose the rest of these games. It's up there. It's up there. It's up there. It's not on this. I wouldn't say it's the same level of like somebody saying that wrestling's not a sport because
Mm-hmm.
because these are
It's not real.
because everything is predetermined. Well, yeah. That's what's happening right now. It's the fakest of the fake. You're going out there to fucking lose on purpose. Nobody with any sporting integrity would do that shit unless you're a professional wrestler because that's a part of the sport. You know what I'm saying? So
Basically.
it's weird. It's really weird that the people who are caught off guard by this.
Mm-hmm.
You never noticed the team that just sucked, just super sucked. The Jets, by my account, done this several times.
Well,
By
D,
my estimation, the Redskins did this at least twice, and I seen that in real time here in Washington. So I don't care what you say. Taking games has always been a thing, especially in the NFL and especially in fucking soccer. In soccer,
mm-hmm.
they take games like crazy. So yes, taking shit is real.
I mean, let's be real too.
I hate it in basketball. I think it's pathetic in basketball, though. For personally, I think taking a basketball is you being a bitch, but that's how I was
I mean,
raised.
but let's be real. At the same time, all this happened. Lovey Smith got hired to coach
I
the
saw that.
Texans.
Here's the thing: Lovey Smith got a job. We got quote unquote the blackest halftime show with one white guy.
That took a knee, that took a knee, even though the NFL was like, "Nah, don't do it." And I'm like, "Dude, it's Eminem. He's gonna do the opposite of what you tell him not to do." What did you think was gonna
Here's
happen?
my problem. That wasn't my problem. Him taking knee. You know what D's problem was? I see 8 black people on the screen, and yet only the white boy is. That bugged me so hard, Chris. I wasn't caring. I hated the halftime show personally.
I loved it.
Except Kendrick. I love Kendrick's part. I thought Kendrick's part was really good. I say I hated it because I'm getting old. Y'all still like these same 5 songs? Can we
Come on, D.
move?
Come on, D. D.
Like,
D. 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 Those
I,
5 songs.
admit
Those
that I
5 songs is on my
felt
Spotify rotation every once in a while. I'm just saying.
really,
Yes, it
really.
is. It
You
is.
rocking with the 8 Mile soundtrack, nigga?
Well,
Yes,
no,
you
no, well, no,
would.
no, no, no,
You
not
would.
no, not lose yourself. I'm not. Look, that's a track that I skip on the 8 Mile soundtrack because it's like that's the white boy anthem. I'm sorry, it really
Yeah,
is.
that's a white boy. Thank you.
The
But
first time I heard the song, cool. Second time,
let me put it this way: it was the greatest halftime show ever. Here's me. I don't care.
it ain't beating Prince. I can tell you that
It
fucking
ain't
much.
beating Prince, and it ain't beating Michael Jackson.
MJ's.
It ain't beating MJ's. It ain't beating somebody else.
Hell, it
Somebody else.
ain't hell. Look, Beyonce's is better.
Beyonce's was pretty damn good. I will admit it. Hers was pretty good. I'm I'm not even a big fan of Beyonce, but that's a fucking moment, nigga. What we seen up there was this is my biggest problem, Chris.
LA Love.
No. What I saw all of that. Now I didn't get to see. I was mad that we didn't get a hologram Pac. That's actually D.
Bro, I was mad. How you
D
gonna play
was
fucking do? Dude, I'm like, is Pac hologram coming
I
out?
was ready for. I ain't mad at. I'm like, yeah! I was ready. No. But you know what really got me? Like I said, looking at all that, they weren't the best. What I saw at the end of it, before and after, and I'm not trying to get deep because I don't like really pushing the way I view the world and shit on people. But what I saw was a lot of, hey, black people.
You love us, right?
Black people, right? Yeah. It was the greatest of all time. And these are black people saying this to each other. And I'm just like, stick your tongue out. What do you mean? Stick your tongue out. Property of Roger. Get out of my face.
Let's be real.
That's the problem.
A lot of us.
A lot of this stuff, like, yeah, it was great. It was great halftime stuff.
Yeah, dope.
I really like Kendrick's part. I really hated it.
You didn't like Mary J?
Huh?
You didn't like Mary J? I like Mary J. It was
Mary
dope.
J. It's Mary J. I'll be honest with you. If I want to see my aunt, I will go see my aunt. I don't give a fuck.
But D though, 50 Cent gained mass.
Okay. I hate to be this person. I wish I was a 50 Cent fan. because I would have lost my shit seeing upside down 50 Cent. I wish I was a 50 Cent because when I saw that, I was like, okay, Curtis, that was a good one. But I was thinking to myself, if I was a 50 fan, I would have been losing my oh. I'm like, oh, hey, 50 been upside down for a while. Y'all want
to look, 50 Cent real quick. 50 Cent to me, after the massacre, he just
Hey man, he focused on the acting and wanted to be dead.
hey,
Boy,
look, look,
I told
look.
you.
Hey, look. He got
Power.
he got the power universe. He's winning at this stage.
He got a power verse, man. You can't do nothing about that. But dude, do you watch Power? Never not one episode. I had max seen probably like 7 episodes of Power, and that was like the first season. So
yeah, I mean, but like I think overall, a lot of us folks that watch the NFL and know the bullshit, we saw the halftime show. I was like,
you
yeah, that's good. It was like, yeah, it's good. Hey, Goodell, we see you. We know what the fuck the jig is.
I will say this, Chris. I was pleased, and I was at the same time just deterred because while I saw a lot of people praising it, and that like kind of made me just look at you like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I saw the flip side from a good bunch of people, and probably a little bit more than them saying, okay, so why was Eminem the only one kneeling? You didn't want the black people to kneel. It was going to be a day. Hey, I got another question. So this is nice and all, but what y'all going to make black people the coaches and this? Like black, we're still loud as hell. So I'm glad of that. But I can really tell the people who are brainwashed when it comes to the NFL, man.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's a lot more than I thought it would be. You know what I mean? They just don't go against the shield. It's very shocking. And I'm talking black people. That's shocking, man. So
lastly, though, so let me ask you this. Bengals obviously got to the Super Bowl. Do you see them making another run at the Super Bowl?
I can see 1 or 2, maybe 1 or 2. They may have a. They probably.
Do you see next season, or do you think there's going to be until they build up the offensive line?
You know what? I hate. The one thing I love about the NFL is that it always super resets in the NFL when this next season starts. So it's super hard to tell where anybody goes. But if I would give a prediction for them as a team, I say they got like a 4-year window right now. And I don't know how big the window is or how big of a gap they have. That'd probably be the only opening for a minute, to be honest with you. Because I think they got lucky with the Chiefs blowing up the way they did. I think they also got lucky because if they played the Bills, I think the Bills would have ran them right over. So certain things have to happen, but they got the right quarterback. Joe Burrow has proven one thing. He's the one. He has proven that beyond a shadow of a doubt. And I love it because it's another LSU Tiger that just proven to y'all that they're fucking monsters, man. So yeah, so great.
So right now what's happening, might as well put it out there. MLB is in strike.
Fuck baseball. This hurts me because I'm ready to get a new Nationals hat, and I can't. You know why I don't want to get a new hat? First off, I love this hat. Got the red, white, and blue in it, and all this. Yeah, and no the stain on there. I think it's like catchup or some shit. But look, the thing is this: I want a new one, Chris. Of course, I want a new one. You know why I don't want to get a new one? Because them fat white people ain't getting 1 cent from me until y'all give the players exactly what they want. That's these opinions. I'm not saying exactly. You know what I mean by that. I'm not saying give them everything, but God, y'all haven't been doing the bare minimum with freaking contracts. That's my problem.
Dog, opening day got canceled.
Good. You know what they're doing on MLB Network right now? I should be, because I actually really wanted to get into this year and really like dig into it. And I was thinking to myself, they're about to go on strike though. So I don't even they have been showing reruns of the greatest games constantly on MLB Network. All of their content, as far as like instead of like let's say instead of them sitting down like floor reporters like, all right, so this is going to happen in spring training, this is going to happen in spring training. None of that. None of that.
When one
they don't mention right now, Chris, under the contracts, and because they're under a strike, they can't mention none of the games that happened like in the last 3 or 4 years or some shit. It is weird. It is so weird. I'm happy it's happening. They're losing money like shit.
Here's how bad the negotiations have. When one of your veteran talents sits there and literally says, and I quote, they need to stop treating us like we're idiots, you're fucking up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They, and if I'm mistaken, the players showed up for a meeting. This was like days before.
Tuesday last week, actually.
Really, that's just, they're really not going to. It's as ugly as I thought it was. I knew it was going to be this way back in, like, I think it was in December. They was going to have a meeting, and the fucking owners didn't show up until like 30 minutes later or some bullshit. It was like, okay, fuck all of you. It was one of those moments. You know what I mean? I hate what's going on right now in baseball. I totally freaking hate it. This was supposed to be a good year. This is supposed to be this is supposed to be the full year after COVID and all that. This was going to be a big booming year. Nope. And you know what's the best part about this, Chris?
Mm-hmm.
You know what the best part about this? Whole lot of grouchy ass motherfucking writers said Barry Bonds is still not a Hall of Famer. Chris, I will keep saying this because I love it so much. Fuck baseball. Ooh, yeah. Fuck baseball. So I love baseball. Fuck baseball.
Besides just Barry,
so much right now, man.
Dude, besides just Barry Bonds, fucking didn't was it the other veteran baseball player? He basically ain't in the Hall of Fame anymore. Fuck his name. Fuck.
But you ain't talking about Pete Rose. I think Pete Rose is never gonna go in.
No.
I think he cheated too much, or he I don't know, slapped Buzz Selig or some shit. I don't know what he did. I forgot what exactly. I think they still keep it about because of the
Roger
game.
Clemens.
Oh yeah, Roger.
That's a shocker.
Here's the funny thing about Roger. Roger, and yes, this is D being devil's advocate for my favorite player of all time. If Barry Bonds, and I said if, he took that substance to get stronger, guarantee it wasn't to hit more home runs. It was be sure that he's conditioned enough to do what he does is a protein builder, a muscle builder, and all the rest of that shit. Sure, he's going to hit more home runs, but I got a question. What the fuck was he doing before that? Yeah. So anyway, I'm thinking in Roger Clemens' sense, it's the same situation. Yes, he got a fatter neck than Barry Bonds.
Apparently that didn't happen.
Barry's is big, no question about it. But the thickness of Roger Clemens' neck is like, woohoo! Did you just shoot it right there? Like, yo, he took all of the horse steroid right there in the neck, dog. But that means I always thought he took that. I thought he took it just for conditioning. You know what I'm saying? Like how everybody else uses steroids. You know, supposed to, keep your body hip. But I think it was human growth hormone with him or some shit. Yeah, whatever it was. I think it was like, no, Roger, sit your ass down. That's illegal. You know it's
But Curt Schilling apparently didn't make it. I'm like, well, Curt actually does deserve it too. Personally.
Curt Schilling needs to shut the fuck up for the rest of his life.
I mean, his stuff outside baseball.
Yes, he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Yes, Curt Schilling actually is one of my favorite players of all time.
Outside of baseball, though, yeah, he's gonna have to sit the fuck down.
Yeah. And I mean it. Oh God, I mean it. You know how much that hurts me as a kid. That the kid side of me, hey, said I like Curt Schilling. Oh, I loved him.
Dude, it hurt me.
Racist as fuck.
It hurt me.
Wonderful.
It really did hurt me when I saw Curt Schilling on Fox News. And normally, it's never a bad thing because you thinking, okay, maybe they're just on there because they needed somebody on there, right? You thinking they're not because, but as soon as he's because freaking yeah, because freaking Patrice O'Neal was on Fox News, but Patrice O'Neal was being Patrice O'Neal, and it wasn't on some negative shit.
I remember Patrice O'Neal. He was like, "Well, that's because black people don't do that." All right, Mr. O'Neal, you keep saying those jokes, bitch. I ain't saying no joking.
It's for real. It's for real. No, but Curt Schilling got on there and he started spouting off all them fucking racist ass shit. I was like, "Oh, Curt, no. Oh God, no. Oh." Dude, it hurt me when I hear Brett Favre kind of be saying some racist shit.
All of them. Like, here's the thing. I can understand you believing in red state politics. You believing in that type of way of life.
That's what you were born in.
I respect people that are like that. You're like, come on, you grew up in the country. Of course you're going to be conservative. All this stuff that we support. Oh, God, that scares the crap out of you.
Yeah.
You know, black people been on this continent as long as you had. That's where my thing is. But
Yeah.
look, the point is this: I expect for there to be some kind of disconnect. Like, I'm fine with it. Why are you racist though? Why are you racist though? See, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I don't like Clarence Thomas, but if that motherfucker came out tomorrow and said, "I hate every nigga," well, okay, I understand. Now I have. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I have no real reason to hate him outside of your politics because you know what I'm saying. Kurt, you know what? I don't like your politics. Why are you racist with it? Why did you have to upgrade the fries to a large, nigga? You didn't have to do that shit.
I mean,
Whatever,
so
bro.
at this point with baseball, like you said, it's like fuck baseball, and it's like
I'm sick of them, and I hope they really do come to some type of thing because I know they're gonna meet.
well, they
Probably
said the
later
early,
on.
but they said even if they get a deal, the earliest they can start is April 7th.
You want to be real? You know what I think they're gonna start? May.
Dude,
I
shit.
think they're gonna start at May, and if baseball is smart, I'll start that thing on Mother's Day. That's a big day in baseball anyway. So I'm just saying, if you're smart, I don't know how to say you're smart because you know what the fuck do I know. But to me, I think it ain't gonna start till May. I don't think they'll start until May because I got a feeling they're gonna come to the table again this month. It ain't gonna be good enough. By the time they come like next month, they do it again. I think something around by April, that's when they're like, okay, we know what we're gonna do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's if. That's if. Because if I know anything about sports, it can get way uglier.
Now, speaking of which, going to basketball.
Before we leave baseball, the person behind us
Ryan Zimmerman.
is
Ryan.
the original national, the first national that was drafted on the team. And I remember when he came there, everybody said, "Oh, he's pretty darn good." And one of the weirdest things is that he stayed on his team through all the thick and thin, his whole career. There was no reason for us to get rid of Ryan Zimmerman. You know why? Because Ryan Zimmerman, if I can use the term that the youth say, Ryan Zimmerman, especially in the late 2000s and early 2010s, he fucked. That dude wasn't. He was a addition to this team. That's all I can say. He's there. He wasn't the best thing there. Motherfucker was constant. He was there. So one thing I will say about Ryan Zimmerman is that, especially me, because I lived in Southeast all my life, I love coming down Suitland Parkway and seeing that baseball field being named Ryan Zimmerman Park because there are so many poor people that have sex in the dugout in there. But I'm glad your name is on.
PG County.
That PG is right there in Southeast. You know when you're coming down. You know when you coming down. When you going down, like you coming in Virginia, you go through through Southeast. You go through Southeast down to we pass National Stadium.
Oh, over there by
Street.
Over there.
Yeah. When you pass it, when you go down that way and pass National Stadium on the side, right there, that baseball field that was always right there, right beside the hotel, where there were so many coke parties in the 80s. It's still there. Why is it still? They have tore down everything over there.
They gentrified everything but that damn hotel.
That hotel. I think history happened in that hotel. So many black celebrities had to be there at one point.
Plus Nixon.
Nixon came down here to get some candy.
Come on now.
What kind of candy, Mr. President? Nose candy. Anyway, get off, nigga. But I am glad that Ryan Zimmerman stuck with the team. I was actually worried because Ryan Zimmerman is kind of white, and he was like, "I'm not getting vaccinated." I got scared, nigga. I got scared because I was like, "You gonna play this last year, motherfucker?" He did. And the one thing I like the most, actually, I'm done with this for real. I'm glad that he was here for our a World Series run, and not only that, he contributed in the Dodgers series, and he contributed in the what's the name series too, and not the Astros series. The God, who did we beat to get in? The Cardinal series. Like he did, yeah. So
look, I'm sorry that run for the World Series is still like the most ridiculous shit ever.
It should have never fucking happened. That's why.
One thing
I learned about the Nationals, we had no business being there.
Look. Even the World Series against Houston was so like, oh god, Nationals are gonna lose. Oh shit, they got a
It
chance.
was a storybook ass season, nigga. Like I stand by that, and I stand by that. I remember Ryan. I remember it was actually a game Ryan did good in, but we lost like by 6 and shit. And I remember sitting in the car thinking to myself, we about to dismantle this whole fucking team.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't do it until like last season and partly this season, but it was around that time where it's like, this is it.
Yeah.
Because if I'm Rendon, I'm getting the fuck out of DC.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, we got some young people. I don't know if it's gonna work, and they got on that magical ass run. I'm glad that Ryan Zimmerman was a part of that.
Yeah.
That was fun. It was fun.
So
So
good
good
for
for him,
him.
man.
Good for
That
him.
motherfucker, he is a legend in this city he is a legend in this city. I love it. I love it, bro.
Now, basketball. AD, if you would have told me that the Lakers were so ridiculously down bad that even the Washington Wizards got a better record than them, would you laugh in their face? Would you?
Boy, you know what? You know what? That's actually a bold prediction that I would have said. You know what, Chris? F you. I know that's a hater, but they're going to lose a bunch of games this season. I didn't know they was going to be this bad. You know what I mean?
Have
I
you
didn't
seen
know they
these?
was going to be this bad.
Bro, have you seen these? These recent games have been fucking hilarious to
Do you
watch.
want to know? It is so funny to see LeBron James at 37 years old, in my opinion, being rated at 94, crushing these niggas, losing by 20. Is the funniest thing in the world to me. Because I like the Lakers and I love LeBron. I have no answer. They suck. They suck. They suck. They suck.
Let me
And before anybody run their mouth, I said that about Kobe's Lakers at least twice. So don't get happy with that.
let's run. Let's run down their losses. We're going to go to the last 7 games. Right? Got smoked by the Bucks, 131-116. Trailblazers came back and beat them 107-105. Warriors, don't let the score fool you because they padded some stats in the fourth quarter, but the Warriors beat the shit out of the fucking Lakers 117-115.
Don't believe none of that. Don't believe none of that. It was over in the beginning of the fourth quarter, yo. Don't believe none of that stat, yo.
They barely beat the Jazz 106-101. Clippers, again, stat padding. Clippers beat them 105-102. The Pelicans cooked them 123-95. And
that was shocking. That was actually shocking.
Shocking to you, sir? Wasn't shocking to me. I already saw the jig. and then the Mavs the other night just dismantled them 109.
You know what we're seeing is the problem we're seeing the problems that a lot of teams. We're going to see this happen to the Rams too, by the way.
You think so?
Oh yeah, we're going to see the same thing in a different type of fashion happen to the Rams. What happened is you juiced up for that one fucking season, did you? One of the I only say this in the sense of that changed the dynamic of the season, but I don't change it in difficulty. One of the best things that happened to the Lakers was exactly that, the bubble. I hate saying that, but it's actually the truth.
I said it. You know me, number one Laker hater.
You did. But here's the thing about it, though. There is truth. There's actual real truth to that because LeBron and a few other players on different teams were with the shits when it came to that situation.
Yeah.
And they knew how to change up their team. They knew how to keep everybody pumping. XYZ, you know the rest of the deal.
Yeah.
So I think after that season, plus the addition of fucking Brody, this has just been a magical disaster. This has been great.
It's been bubbling.
I hate the fact that AD had to make the top 75 players of all time. I hate that he had to make that. And then, in my opinion, these last 2 seasons not prove a bit of that. Just being inconsistent and hurt. I feel so bad. Like, I feel bad for these niggas. Because it's like, y'all shouldn't suck this bad. But you know what I literally see on this whole team? A bunch of people is like, so what we going to do now, bro? That's what I see. But you know what I also said that about, Chris? I said that about Kobe's Lakers at least 17 times.
Kobe can only do so much.
Where Lamar Odom was like, so shit, Kobe, what we gonna do? Oh, damn, man. Paul fouled out, man. What we gonna do now? Devin George, I got an idea. What we gonna do? Kobe, what I told you about thinking. What the fuck I told you about thinking, nigga?
Dog, I'm telling you right now, I still think my prediction is going to hold true. Western Conference Finals is definitely going to be Phoenix and Golden State.
I think it is going to be them. They have proven
That's
that
going to be a good series.
they really have shown that they're the best two teams in the West. But you know what? The East is where I'm focused at because the East is just
Oh, everybody is going in. They're going in shambles because Milwaukee. Oh my God, what's happened to Milwaukee? I'm like, guys, relax.
Milwaukee's gonna be fine.
Relax.
You know what? I am saying this prediction. I'm just going. I can't hold on too long because here's the thing. Here's the thing. I like them. They have a nice squad. I think they have everything in the power to make it to the finals. I don't know if winning it, and it matters who they play, but I think they do have the chance for it. Second round exit. Chicago Bulls. You will be a second round exit. I don't know who's going to beat you, but I'm going to be laughing when it
Let me ask
happens
you this though.
because you guys reek of second round exit. That is D.
Do you
Call
see
me a hater. I'm fine with that.
Do you see Miami? Do you see Miami Heat making another run to the finals?
Miami is going to be it. See, here's the funny thing. Miami, there are three teams that are just those three. The three teams that are scariest to me really is Miami, Milwaukee, and the Nets. If the Nets stop fucking around, well, KD's hurt, so you know.
We have to mention this. Durant's coming back. We have to mention this. Ben Simmons has come alive for the Nets.
You know what, Chris? I'm glad that you be saying this because this is, you know what my big complaint the last two seasons with Ben Simmons has been, you are just defense. I don't give a fuck how great your offense is. You haven't been showing it. You're not there for that team when they need you, which is on shooting. You take him in a situation where they don't need him to be a shooter. He becomes the most dynamic defensive player out there. And it's like, thank you. That is what you are. Yeah. And you know what? He can grow from there. Hopefully, like I said, the squad will get they will get settled. They're scary. Oh, they're scary. Here's the other thing. You know what I saw the other night? I saw Kyrie and Steve Nash laughing. That ain't good. That means that ain't good. That means, you know what? I think you're an asshole. You know what, Coach? I think you're a misogynistic white man that's trying to hold me down no matter what. But I think we can get a championship this year. Me too. Here's Kyrie. He's like, all right, see you, Coach. Ah, fuck you. No, for real. I really think they're starting to, whatever little beef they got is starting to melt a little bit. Hopefully, because the only way they win is if Kyrie gets out of his own way. I mean that because this feels like a year that Kyrie has to step up way more than he did way more than last year. Because last year to me, I felt that he should have been in there more, but you know, whatever. That's never here there. But still, I feel like this is the year for him he has to be the number two and a super number two. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think he can do it. I think he can, but this also look like a year he's gonna fuck this up.
Meanwhile, I believe my prediction is holding true that Wizards are going to be in a position where they're going to have to play some play-in games to get into the playoffs.
Do you want to hear how D feels with seeing us beat these teams that we have no idea beating? And one of them was the fucking Brooklyn Nets. I don't understand it, Chris. It just seems that every time we play them, we're just so much better than them. I don't understand it. It could be the fact that they don't play defense at all. Yes, this is actually making my nipples hard, and I don't like that.
Look.
Oh, jeez, really?
Look, see, Ish Smith shake the shit out of fucking the Nets is just wow.
You know fucking wow. Like, yo, here's the thing. I will give the Wizards this. Kyle Kuzma has been showing his ass off this year. He's going to be something nice next. And hopefully this really like after the year's over, it matters where we at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Because I really see a bit like this nigga getting like +6 points, you know, on every attribute next season because he's been really nice. But besides that, I really like a lot of the that team is there. What they need is a leader. That team needs a real leader. I hate this, and then I'm gonna say it. It ain't Bradley. No, it ain't. That team needs a leader. But there's a lot of talent bouncing around on the Wizards. And yeah, it ain't good enough for D, but 10th, 7th, I said 7th for 10th place.
Yeah,
I saw that.
they're
I
gonna play
told
it.
you, I
They're
told
gonna
you
do
this
it.
is where we're gonna be.
Yeah, and look. Here's the kicker too. Hey, Knicks Nation, you know you were happy for a minute, and now you're under the
Where are they
Wizards
at in
now.
the standings?
They're
Where
under
are
the
they?
Wizards. They're under the
Oh
Wizards.
shit!
Yes,
They
they are.
still under us.
Mhm.
I gotta see this. I gotta see the actual fucking
Knicks
like,
Nation, they were riding high before our last show. They were like, "Oh man, the Knicks, we're gonna do it."
man, these
Wah,
Knicks have been proven to me
wah.
all. I've been telling that to everybody. I tell it the Knicks fans in their face all the time. They suck, man. But this year they're proving it in spades to me. The Wizards are wow, 3 games up on the motherfucker.
That's why I said the Wizards gonna probably have to do a
Now,
play-in game if they play their cards right.
now, real quick, just to go down the Eastern Conference. Number 1 is the Heat. Number 2, the Bulls. Number 3, the 76ers. 76ers, by the way. Yeah, I think James Harden's going to be nice for them. Hopefully, like I said, we got to see where everything settles at with these motherfuckers,
Yeah.
too. Number 4, the Bucks. Number 5, the Cleveland Cavaliers. I don't believe a second the Cavaliers, but I love watching them play. The way they played the Wizards and the way they came back on us, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. We got cold at the very end of that game.
Mhm.
It was sad, too, Chris. Like, the Wizards had them. 3 minutes left. Everything that the Wizards threw up, boom, 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 boom. It was like, you gotta be kidding me. Layups weren't going in. It was one of those things. It was terrible luck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Couldn't get mad at it. Anyway, 6th place to Celtics. I told you it was gonna be Rocky Four. Number 7, the Raptors. I was wrong. I feel like I was wrong. I thought they was going to be lower than that. Number 8, the Nets. Like I said, the Nets are scary, and the Nets even though where they're sitting at right now, they're going to go be a lower seed. I think they kind of want to be a lower seed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll see what happens with that. 9th place is the Hornets. They're trying to find their identity. And number 10 is the Hawks. Right behind the Hawks is the Wizards, and that's what, like I said, those bottom 3: Hornets, Hawks, and Wizards. I'm ready for the separation in that, man. I'm ready for us to have.
I mean, like I said, the Wizards play their cards right. They can get in that 9th and 10th place spot.
Man. That's tough, man. Looking at this, because looking at it, just being realistic. I don't know how I got to actually look into the Hawks, what their situation is, but I think they're better than us. So I can tell you that straight up, they're better than us. It's gonna be. It'll be tough, man. It'll be tough. The Wizards got it, like you said. And I remember you told me, actually, we was talking about this offline. We said they got to pretty much win out as much as they can.
So right now they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so here's the last games the Wizards got: Atlanta, Indiana, Clippers, Lakers, Portland, Golden State, Denver, New York, LA, Lakers again, Houston, Milwaukee, Detroit, Golden State, Chicago, Orlando, Dallas, Boston, Minnesota, Atlanta, New York, and Charlotte. And that's it.
I know we better go on the West Coast. I don't
They're
think
they're gonna break. Here's the thing.
we're gonna win a chunk of those games, but it ain't gonna be by much, and I think it ain't gonna be. And I think it's not gonna help our situation.
They're gonna beat the Clippers.
We're not gonna beat them.
Yeah, we will.
No,
they're gonna beat the Lakers. Portland, they're gonna lose to.
How much you want to bet we don't? How much you want to bet we don't is gonna fucking fry us too that we didn't beat the Lakers?
Nah. We'll beat the Lakers. We'll lose to Portland.
I got this feeling we're gonna lose to them niggas. Anyway, go ahead.
We'll lose to Portland.
Yep.
We're definitely gonna lose to Golden State, but then again, the Wizards might shock and beat them. But we'll just say they'll lose to Golden State for the sake
too
of
much
it.
powers on that nigga.
They'll beat Denver definitely. So they'll be 2 and 3 on the West Coast at the very least.
I don't think we're doing that. Hold on, let me see this. I'm trying to find it. Oh, there we go. No. That's old games. Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, I don't think we're beating the Clippers. I don't think we're beating in LA. No. You can probably beat the Blazers. I think the game I would be looking at if I'm the Wizards to really try to sneak one off would be the Nuggets, but I think the Nuggets are too hot right now.
Beat New York.
Dog, it's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be ugly, but we can beat the shit out of New York, man. Let me go to the West Coast real quick. West Coast, first place the Suns, second place the Warriors, third place is the Grizzlies. Do you know that Ja Morant got another motherfucking 50-point game? Let me tell you something. Ja, this nigga has been on.
That was the most ridiculous ass game ever.
Dog. I hate the fact that AI gave him this. He's like, AI gave him the juice, and I thought it was one of the coolest things ever. It's like, you got my juice now, kid. I'm like, with the John Morant. And to be honest with you, as a father that has sons, yeah, that's the AI. He's up there on one of the AIs, man. Anyway, fourth place the Jazz, fifth place the Mavericks. I don't believe a second of the niggas. Number 6, the Nuggets. Number 7, the Timberwolves. Number 8, the Clippers. Number 9, luckily, hey, number 9, the Lakers. Ha ha, still in it. And number 10, the Pelicans. Let me tell you something. Let's go on the last. I'm looking at
Portland and San Antonio are like
Portland. Realistically, Portland and San Antonio can really
disrupt things.
Disrupt it. But I got a feeling that the Pelicans are going to be the ones that run out of gas. Out of those people, out of those teams right there, that's trailing on the end, I think it will be the Pelicans to run out of gas, and I think one of the teams, Dallas, is going to drop a little bit. I'm not saying they're going to not make the playoffs. I think Dallas is going to make the playoffs. I think they're going to drop. I think they're going to drop a little bit. I don't know who's going to raise. No, this ain't going to be no magical run that LeBron has, and they getting like 8th place. I'm not saying that at all. No. But somebody's going up because I think the Pelicans are going to be the ones coming out. So
apparently Zion's injury is improving.
Good. You know what? I hate. You know what? You know what is the weirdest thing has come out with him,
which is.
All right, guys, look. So it's okay. So we say not to body shame this person, but we can body shame Zion. We're like, guys, take a fucking joke. Take a joke. You didn't like it? Throw it in the trash. You loved it? Put it in your pocket. Keep it moving.
All I'm saying is
it's not an issue.
All I'm saying is I just
that
love.
Nigga needs to stop eating Popeyes and make sure he gets healthy. He's worth nearly $100 million. How? I don't know, actually.
I mean, but that's the thing too.
He's not worth all the money he's being worth.
I mean, but that's the thing too, is that D, you put up that meme of when everybody was slandering pot roast, that whole Zion Williamson when he was walking off stage.
I got to go.
Gots to go. The wise making pot roast.
Gots to. I love that. The gots to.
Dude, it's the fucking tool man with the fucking bag that took me out. Because he gained weight. He gained weight because of the foot injury, and yeah, you know.
Here's the thing: a lot of people are saying it. I think it's way too early right now, but they're trying. The word "bust" is starting to show up, and I don't like it because I don't think he's a bust. I don't think he really is. But the one thing he is showing to a lot of people, and I'm not saying that he is, and that's what a lot of people are trying to say. That shows laziness. No, when he's hurt, he can't do certain things. I understand that, but you can
still do exercise.
Look. I understand it, though, but stop going to Jersey Mike's 4 times a day.
hey, look, man. I felt bad when they were comparing him to Greg Oden. I was like, don't do that. Don't put that on him.
Don't put that on him yet. Like, here's the thing. Actually, I was talking with somebody on the subway. I love this city because you can have a basketball conversation with just strangers in this city, and I love it. But we was all talking about it, and I was like, Greg Oden, to me, it sucks because Greg Oden could have been something great. Problem by that was he was injury prone in college. Everybody saw that coming. Everybody saw that coming, him getting hurt in pros. And it was so heartbreaking because he's doing a lot of them. He's doing cool shit now, man. Good for him. He graduated and everything. He's living his life, man. I think he's a coach or something like that. I don't know what he's doing. But I think he's a coach. But anyway, yeah, Greg Oden could have been something, man. But that being said, man.
I mean, look, they're
Zion ain't a bust yet. He ain't old Wakanda yet, nigga.
Well, I mean, like when he got drafted, a lot of people felt like, I think it was people that said that, hey, you know, he could stand to drop a little bit of weight just to kind of ease up on because the sport of basketball is different than college basketball, and at his weight and size, it will benefit him to drop some weight a little bit to kind
If you
of,
ever, yeah, and
make
I
up for
remember
it.
people was going against that shit. I was like, no, a lot of they said that to a lot of players coming in. Something like I remember Kevin Durant, and it took Kevin Durant a couple seasons to gain weight,
Yeah.
to gain the lead. He's still scrawny. Oh yeah, he's still scrawny. But real talk is like he ain't the same dude. There's
No, no.
muscle. It's like this. There's muscle definition in his, at least in his arms, at least now. But
Yeah.
even with like they either tell players you either gotta lose weight or gain weight. That's just the way it is. And with players like Zion, dude, you a big dude.
Yeah. And
One
you
of my
plan on,
favorite players, Robert Tractor Trailer. One of my favorite players, Robert Tractor Trailer. He died of a heart attack though, but he had weight troubles his whole career. His whole career, he couldn't stay. He just couldn't keep his weight straight, man. And it sucked. And it sucked because he was a decent player. It's just, dog, when you hit the 300-pound mark playing basketball, I got to be real. That ain't good. And especially if you're not 7 feet tall, that's not good in my opinion. No, that's too. You had at least have that weight under control in some type of. Obviously, they don't. Obviously, they don't. And I don't understand why people go into this whole oh man, his weight gain shouldn't be an issue. Where it's like, no, you want to see him on the court. Let me tell you something. Mike Krzyzewski ain't his coach no more, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
exactly.
He ain't little dog. This ain't he ain't on Tar Road no more, nigga. Stop.
I mean, supposedly he's trying to ask out of the Pelicans, and I'm like, who's going to take him though?
That's the weird thing because I get him doing it, but right now, and I gotta agree with all the analysts. This is the stupidest time for you to be asking for this.
But then again, the jokes were flying because people were like, they put the Ben Affleck shit from BVS when he's looking at the Batman suit. And it's like, this is Zion looking at the fat suit that Harden used when he got out of Houston. Which I think we did talk about it on the show years ago when that happened. I was like, it was funny. Harden was fat as fuck when he was with Houston. As soon as he got to the fucking Brooklyn Nets, he just dropped all the weight, just washed off of him. I'm like,
I think because here's the thing. I really truly think that James Harden is just one of those people because we know people like that. Wow, dog, that was not even 2 weeks, man. What you do? Well, I did, man. I stick to this training. Oh yeah, that sounds exhausting. Good for you.
It's like you ate chicken breast and broccoli all the time, didn't you?
Yeah. I hate people that say that because I call bullshit on that chicken breast and broccoli.
Okay. Here's the thing: it legit does work, but it's definitely a mental hell to consistently eat this.
I bet
so it's possible to eat that, but the amount of mental preparation that's all you can eat and water. You'll drop the weight in 2 weeks, but the mental taxation that you can't eat nothing else. Oh, it fucks with you.
I tell you what. I'm putting hot sauce on that bitch at least.
Oh, yo, you could put like hot sauce and in condiments because there's no like carbs. It's just you can't eat nothing else but chicken and broccoli. Man, and rice.
I'm catching them in up everything. Really, you don't have to do that, D. Like I know I'm fucking doing it. Variety, motherfucker.
I mean, I wouldn't dump it, but yeah, I'm definitely putting something on it. Taste.
What are you doing today? Today I went to the store and I got some Chick-fil-A Polynesian sauce that I want to pour out all of this shit. Like you look at me like, D, you're actually pouring all of it on there. Yes. Why? So I can think that I'm not eating chicken breast and broccoli for the 15th day in a row.
I guarantee you when he got back and was like, I got a 6-pack now. Now I can actually eat a cheeseburger and I'm good to go.
I have this feeling though, the second you stop doing that, your body just immediately like shits. Like
I think your body
regular food. Processed meat, thank you.
But I think you have to ease your body into that. I think your body does kind of go into a shock.
I think that's what a lot of people don't realize when it comes to any type of diet. You have to have some type of preparation for it, especially if you're an athlete. I think it goes triple if you're an athlete. You got to have some type of preparation for it, whether it be mental, whether it be physical. This, your diet is going to determine what type of player you are. So, you have to do that.
Oh, speaking of basketball, did you hear about the WNBA fined the New York Liberty $500,000 for chartering flights for the team? Because, hey, when your fucking team management gives a shit, they want to put you on in a better plane for your team and you get fined for it,
Wait,
great job,
wait,
WNBA.
wait. So they fined the whole team for getting an upgrade on a flight?
During the second half of the WNBA seasons, which
That
is
is pathetic. That is
violation of
pathetic.
league rules.
League rules for what? What type of rules?
Basically, they can't do that. They have to actually, basically, essentially saying, yeah, you got to take coach flights. You can't do chartered flights. And I'm like, what?
You can't take charter flights. You
And
can't take
basically,
charter flights.
they cited it's out of fear it will create a competitive advantage for teams whose owners can't afford bankrolling such costly arrangements.
Okay. You know what? Look, I can only partly understand that shit because you're just an owner that decided to go in the WNBA and you said to yourself, I ain't gotta fly these women anywhere. Fuck that shit. Get your asses on Spirit. You mean to tell me?
An
And you know,
owner giving a fuck about his team.
I remember hearing about that from one of the girls saying, I'm running late to the WNBA championship because Spirit's the only thing flying out this city at this moment. I'm like, wow. You mean to tell me you don't have a charter flight? You mean to tell me, you know what? Fuck this, Chris, because these exist. You mean to tell me there's not a chartered train that you people get?
Yeah.
If I was a WNBA, I would be sucking Amtrak's dick. Get these women a train, paint it up and everything. We could be like, you see what I'm like?
Like the fact,
I got a question. I got right. Let's say Ted Leonsis is feeling Randy. Hey, girls, get on my private jet. We're going back to DC. They're going to say yes. Why? Because I'm not behind a kid that's kicking me. Like, yo, I just played 4 quarters of intense basketball, middle seat.
and the fact that they're even going so far,
Bro.
the fact that they're going so far as to say we need to give them more punishments, including losing every draft pick. And I'm like, what?
Losing every draft pick for what, man? Half the girls want to only play in international anyway. Half the girls want to play in Australia or in Europe. They don't want to play.
Spain, any other place.
I want to play in Spain. I want to play in Germany. Why? Because they pay me.
Thank you.
I want to play in Australia. Why? Because I heard girls getting paid close to $1 million out there. They're paying me what I'm worth. The WNBA has this idea that that's enough. That's good enough.
Yep.
And the part that pisses me off the most with it is that when y'all want to flex how strong these women are. Oh, look how strong, how beautiful these women are. They are representing how you taking care of them.
Like
one of the biggest problems I have with Mother's Day is that same problem.
Mm-hmm.
Is that same type of we're here for you, and then you instantly walk away type of attitude. I hate that.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that, especially with the WNBA. Because why? Because I love college girls basketball. Because my Lady Terps, we ain't gonna win everything, but we're gonna do something this year.
But hey,
who they lost to the other day? I forgot who they lost to. I was so fucking pissed.
But hey,
we didn't even try.
Shout out to Liz Cambridge. She's on the Los Angeles Sparks now. Yay! Hooray!
I think, like I said, I think it's just pathetic how the girls have constant complaints of this shit. Where it's like, I'm sorry, y'all doing that? Y'all doing meal stipend shit? Wait a minute, are y'all the G League? What's going on here?
Dude, the G League is better than the WNBA. That's fucked up.
I don't know. I got a feeling that the G League is a flavor of cheap that we are not ready for.
But they're getting box lunches.
I'm talking, Chris. I'm talking. The players fold up the seats type of cheap. Like whoa.
Was it like the end of it's like the end of the church picnics where everybody just gathers the seats up after the game?
Who is it? The Grand Rapids have have as a G League.
Actually, hold up.
No, not Grand Rapids.
Hold up. It's like when I was playing basketball from the heart and stuff, and we actually had to take the seats for the sanctuary so we can open up the floor.
Yeah. Just to open up the floor to one of the worst courts I've ever played on in my life. We all played on that court.
And look, D, we had to make do with with the private school system, you know.
You know what? I'm gonna be real with y'all. I hate to segue this to our church, y'all, but yo, full gospel.
Humble beginnings.
No, full gospel, in my opinion, with that gym and that sanctuary, it should have been a fucking madhouse. Every time the game started, the rafters should have been rocking. You know what I seen in there? Yeah, let's go. Okay, Brandon, pass the ball.
Well, I mean, it was in certain games, but it was. But see, here's the thing: since we were a private school, this is good history for folks that don't know this. So, since we were a private school, we actually were playing some actually big name private schools. Somehow,
outside of Southern, who else, man?
We actually played DeMatha. No bullshit.
Oh, y'all played DeMatha? Oh,
Yeah. From the heart National did play DeMatha. We were playing some of like the local schools and stuff.
Well, National did play DeMatha because National at that time was one of the bigger ranked teams nationally anyway. Of course,
but Full Gospel it was weird because Full Gospel was playing. They were playing National Christian and Clinton Christian in some of those schools, but we were also playing some of the public schools too. So it was like occasionally.
Y'all would play the public school.
We were okay. Occasionally, this is for the because I was JV. The varsity squad, they were playing occasionally. They will play Crossland and Friendly.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Central sometimes.
I did not know that. I did not know that.
Parkdale twice.
Parkdale fucked y'all up, did they? I'm about to say, man, I know Parkdale ballers, nigga.
JV, we had it easy because we played all the private schools. I mean, let's be real. All the private schools had JV squads because a good chunk of the private schools, including Full Gospel, they were trying to build up a team because a lot of these up and coming private schools were trying to just had like new students. Man, so you take what you get.
I remember it was actually Southern that fucked me. That was one of the worst games I ever played. I remember I would never forget that I played that game and they just crushed us.
Dude, our JV squad at National got tapped to play on the varsity squad at National because they needed bodies to play at Halton, and we beat at Halton. I had like 6 points that game, but I was like, my 8th grade ass is playing against a fucking grown ass teenagers and shit. And I'm like, why am I here?
And let me tell you about the term grown ass teenager. Oh yeah, there's some grown ass teenagers that be walking around here, all 6'8". Can I go outside, Mom?
Dude, my fucking 5'8" behind is guarding somebody that luckily is my height, but he's like in 10th grade. And I'm like, why am I here?
I had this white boy work me to death. Southern Baptist, was it Southern Baptist or Southern Methodist?
Southern Baptist.
These motherfuckers, let me tell you something about this white owned. I say this is because Chris gonna know what I mean. Mm-hmm. They straight up, they were recruiting niggas. They were straight because they had to go against the Matha all the time.
Oh, they have to.
They had to go against the Matha. You got to go against the Matha. They had to go against Gonzaga. They
had to pull some blue chip shit.
They had to pull some blue chip. I'll never. This white
National did it too. How you think they got DJ Strawberry?
Yeah, how you did? Y'all got How did y'all get DJ? How did y'all get Michael Beasley, nigga? The private school sector in this area.
Oh, they blue chipped the shit out of it.
Kevin Durant went up to Montrose, man. Everybody went up to Montrose. Montrose was the joke. If you was a good baller in PG, they snatched you right up out your high school.
The private school system. The private school system was literally on some blue chips. Hey, we can get you into some good colleges if you play for us.
Because you want to know why? And I keep telling this to everybody: is that fucking powerhouse named the Matha? That's why the Matha has. You are not a true baller until you balled in the till balled against them or balled on the Matha. If you balled on the Matha, you are a legend in whatever playground you came from.
That means that means like you said, they had to play at National, Montrose. What's the other school?
Oh God, it was Gonzaga. It was Gonzaga. A couple of schools in DC.
Oh, Georgetown Prep.
Seneca Valley. They had to play Seneca Valley.
Seneca Valley.
Oh my God, nigga. It was anyway. Look, I'm done.
The point is going back to the WNBA. But that whole thing was a shit show and a fucking mess. Like,
I hope that I really, really wish the WNBA would just straighten this shit out, man.
But
I just really want them to.
It's this is a good segue to racing. Gran Turismo 7 drops this week, and is F1 starting back up?
Yes, sir. It is. Right now, they're doing testing with their new cars. The only thing I can say with their new cars, yes, it's meant to increase the speed so they can be fighting amongst the cars and all the rest of that. And there has been proven speed. The problem about the chassis that they're finding out right now, and it's not to go really in depth because I don't know how it is. It's all about wind force and all that. It's called porpoising. And basically, what the cars do is this little rocking motion as they're driving. Even though they're going like 180, they're still doing this rocking motion. And when you see it in slow motion, you can just literally see the driver's head go up and down, up and down. So it's more of a downforce issue with the wind and all that's to happen. But that's to be expected. Also, it's to be expected with it. It's to be expected this be fired, like, because they did testing just in Barcelona this past week, and at least 3 cars caught on fire. At least 3 cars caught on fire. But the bigger news, and I hate to go political, was
the Russian GP?
Because everybody in F1 was like, 2 things about that. Not only is there a Russian Grand Prix, the only U.S. owned team is sponsored by a Russian sponsor, and the driver on that team is the son of the person who runs that said company. This is some weird shit. So also it'd make it even better. It's all white, like the Haas on F1 car is all white with red, white, and blue on it. Red, white, and blue. Why does that red, white, and blue look like the Russian flag? Oh my god, that's the Russian flag, ain't it?
Mazepin can't race now.
Wait a minute, did they just went through with that?
Apparently, he ain't gonna be allowed to race in the British Grand Prix.
The reason why
he can't even he can't even race with a neutral flag. That's the fucked up part. You can't even neutral flag that shit. It's like, nah, you can't race. Sorry.
Ooh, because there was already talk about Haas looking for another driver because of his dad. His dad is a Russian oligarch. First off, so let's get that out the way. Number two. Not only is Nikita Mazepin a motherfucking problem, and I don't mean that in a good way. I mean, no, for real. He needs to go somewhere. Like, not only did he got that problem, that his dad is very proud Russian. Mm-hmm. It's like anything you do is going to sound like Comrades make point. Ukraine made a hit of coming. It looks like that could fall out your mouth any second. To make matters worse, Chris. Sebastian Vettel, the driver one of the main drivers who's behind like a whole little council behind that shit, which is cool because Sebastian Vettel's a motherfucking beast. He said off book right when the invasion started, when they was asking him a question, he said, I got to be honest with you. No, he's like, I don't know what the decision of the F1 is. They did not come to me. We already been making talks about it, but I'm going to speak for myself, not for F1. I'm not doing it. I'm already out. Max Verstappen. Yeah, it ain't good to run. It ain't good to race where there's war at. So no. I was like, this is not good. Your champion just said no. Y'all going to cancel it. A day later, they canceled the Russian on GP, and I knew. And then a day later, Haas was like, okay, we're not gonna be with ukulele. I think that's how they ukulele.
I think
ukulele. Yeah, they're about to. I said ukulele. They already said we're gonna take off all the sponsorship of that. We're taking off the Russian flag colors because apparently you guys think it's a Russian flag. Because it is.
Well, I mean, okay, so the thing with
they're panicking.
The thing with Mazepin is that they did leave it open that he could race if he can get a license outside the country from another country.
See, that's where it's going to be licenses are funny. If a country wants to ban it, they can.
So he's still with Haas. It's just if he can get a license for another country, there's a possibility he might be able to make it in time for the British GP.
Now, here's the fun part. Now, the British GP don't start until around my birthday, so he has until the summer. And that's just Britain, because I know Britain was like, nah, that Russian motherfucker ain't coming in. You knew Britain would. If all of them was going to be the UK. But anyway,
so he has time. He might be able to make it.
Time. He can probably make it, but a part of me thinks they're going to drop him as a driver by
well, they said they did say they were going to keep him because they can technically fly under the neutral flag. They're still kind of like, you can do it. It's just neutral flag, dog.
Nah, and I don't think and that's what I think he's not going to drop, because I'll be honest with you. Yeah, my country's doing something stupid. You mean to tell me I can't represent where I'm from? See what I'm saying?
It's like I'm a proud Russian.
Look, I real fuck America. You mean to tell me I can't wear an American flag? And this, wow, okay, cool. Like it wouldn't piss me off, but it'd get under my skin just a little bit. Like that's fucked up. I can't even represent my country, and then at the same time, fuck your country. Yeah, fuck my country. Oh God, now I'm more depressed. but there's like not only that, but they're gonna take away all that, and I knew it was gonna be a problem. I just knew it was gonna be a problem. We all talked about it. Now. There's only one thing I can bring up. Is real quick. Is because of Haas going through this whole situation and them losing a fucking sponsor like that. One other thing has been going on, and that is a name that you will know, Andretti.
Yes.
The Andretti team has been trying to get into F1 for the last few years. Mario Andretti has been trying saying, "Look, my daddy was a champion here. I drove in F1.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, y'all want us back in F1." F1 does, but it's like the thing's not right, this is not right, yada yada yada. And then F1 was like, nah, we ain't talking to him. Then Mario Andretti, like, yeah, the fuck we did talk. We talked for hours. It got real serious at one point. So there's been a lot of back and forth. Now, here's the fun part. It ain't gonna happen, but D hopes it happens.
Oh, they already said it's going to happen because apparently he already applied for the application, and the FIA says, well, it looks like he checks off all the boxes of
He
actually
does,
doing it.
but here's the problem: it's up to F1.
Mhm.
That's where it gets funny, and I don't think F1 wants to do it. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Now, the reason why it works for them because they, like you said, they do check all the boxes. The reason why there's funding, there's this, that, yada 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 yada. They got that in spades, nigga. We're not only in IndyCar, but we're also in GT racing, bro. Fuck, we already got a team, bro. We like, you know who my daddy was, nigga. Do you know who I am? Like, brother, when it comes to America and racing, Andretti, the world knows what that name is. So yeah.
Mhm.
What I am hoping, because they had to drop it, because there's a lot of hits of it, Haas will have to team up with another person. And everybody's saying the one person you can hop to that can finance every single thing. Now, here's the funny thing: Haas can do the same thing. Their owner is cheap as fuck.
It's Haas.
But they said this. But here's the thing: they said this. Andretti can do it for you. And Andretti like, hey, come on. You know you wanna. But so that's just the thing. I don't think it's gonna happen. But a part of me hopes I see the Penske logo on the side of that damn Haas. I'm hoping.
Well, I mean, the thing of it is too, is that Andretti, because the last person I think American that race was there Rossi?
I don't know who was it. I'll be honest with you. I don't know.
Yeah, Alexander Rossi. Yeah,
Alexander Rossi.
Yeah.
He was an American? I didn't know he was American.
Yeah, that was like back in I think 2015.
Yeah. So
but
it's like, yeah, we had American drivers, you know what I mean?
But they said if Andretti was like, if they actually do get approved, they're looking at Colton Herta to actually race.
Now Colton Herta is I didn't see a lot of driving from IndyCar because to me, like you just kind of catch it. I only caught like two races. I caught Daytona, I caught Indy, of course, and I caught the worst race I ever seen in my life, the Music City 500. But I'm serious, that was a piece of shit race. Anyway, but it's kind of funny that like Colton Herta has already proven that he's ready to go F1 and all the rest of that. He's an American name. Everybody in the racing scene knows who he is. You have a star right there coming in. It seems that everything that I'm saying right now, if you're F1, yeah, Haas, get the fuck out of here. Andretti, come in. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like everything makes sense. The one thing that a lot of people's hoping they do, because F1 can do it, but they haven't done it in the years, was add in another team. But F1, because like, no, we got enough teams as is. So we'll see, you know.
I guess
by the way, one more racing thing. Bubba almost did it in February again.
bruh, almost. I was like, oh boy, Bubba gonna do it again?
I was about to say he gonna do it, bruh.
Didn't NASCAR get another black owner?
No. NASCAR actually wanted their racing not the racing director. One of the guys that always do like the green flags and control the race, you know, the guys that control the green flag, the checker flag, you know, all the rest of that shit, the yellow flags and all that. The people that do that shit is a black man running that shit now. Yeah.
Okay then.
Yeah. So, but the Indy 500, Briscoe was number 3, Bubba was number 2, and Cindric was number 1. Cindric won. I didn't know that Cindric won that shit. So I'm trying. I want to get into NASCAR so bad. I'm trying to,
But
Chris.
hey,
I fucking can. I'm trying, man.
hey, look. This is a big news though. Dale Jr. is in the NASCAR Hall of Fame.
Goddamn right. Of course he was gonna go in, man. I like how Bubba went number. I like how Bubba went number two went number two at Daytona, but at Auto Club 500 from the 400 he went 19th.
I mean, it's like
Consistency.
I mean, the consistency is just dope.
This NASCAR. NASCAR is stupid. NASCAR is one of those where I like the reason why I like NASCAR from a driving standpoint is you can suck the whole season, but you can win the Phoenix 500 if you try hard enough.
So here's the thing. All right.
Cat World 500 is just around the corner. I can get that one. So that track is my bitch. I can get that one.
Well, actually, this is a good.
That's why Bubba tears it up at Daytona. He know Daytona, nigga. So
this is actually a good segue. Big E drove the pace car at the Daytona 500, by the way.
Yes. That was funny as hell because I told myself, like, here's my thing. I don't watch NASCAR at all. You couldn't take that away from me.
Oh yeah,
you could take away that I was in the pace car at the Daytona. You could never take that away from me. Ooh, you could never. D, who's your favorite person? There's a black one, right? Like that's me. But you can never take away the fact that if I wave the checkered flag while I'm driving, give me the pace car. You give me the pace car, nigga. Driving around that hot ass track, and all you look, you know, you do it like
the race starts.
Hey, Chris, you know when it would hit me? When you hit that fifth lap, when they just driving around, when it hit me about like the fourth lap of me doing that, I glance behind me and see all those cars behind me. Like, you couldn't get me to stop, bro. You couldn't get me to stop.
So speaking of which, wrestling.
Finish it
off. Brock Lesnar is a terrorist.
Bork
Lesnar is a fucking terrorist.
Laser. That's what it is. Bork Laser. I would say this. What happened to Bobby was, don't tell him you hurt Bobby. Don't tell him you told him that you hurt. Oh shit. Yeah, we're gonna give it back to Brock. We know. Yeah. A lot of people have this idea, but a lot of people had this idea that they was gonna do that anyway. So I don't take that away. What's up?
Breaking news.
What?
Tony Khan has brought Ring of Honor. Well, D, good upside is he has his own NXT now.
It's been a good run. No, I mean that. And I mean this from a look.
I don't know what this means, man.
Ring of Honor. He bought Ring of Honor, or is this a gimmick?
He bought Ring of Honor.
Gimmick?
He owns Ring of Honor. It just got announced, which means that he has all the libraries.
Are you serious? He does not own Ring of Honor.
Yes, he does. Yeah, he owns Ring of Honor now.
This motherfucker owns Ring of Honor. Before anybody gets what's so wrong about that? I'm just being real.
This is like Vince buying WCW.
It is. It's up there. Because Ring of Honor, I'm keeping it real. What I saw, like, see, it takes this is going to sound very mean to some people, but when I saw all those Bullet Club fans of Ring of Honor that one year during WrestleMania week, I was pissed off.
You were on the show in our early Wrestle Corner talking about this too.
I was so pissed off because it was like, y'all don't care nothing about Ring of Honor. Y'all not Ring of Honor fans. Y'all Bullet Club fans. And the only reason why you're here is by association with Ring of Honor. You don't care nothing about what Ring of Honor stands for, or what makes them good. During the pandemic, they were the best wrestling company. During the pandemic, hands down, by far, they were the best wrestling company.
They were keeping hold of that. Yeah.
They were the heartbeat of wrestling lived with them, and it needed to. And it's weird. Does it change with Ring? I don't know what Tony's gonna do. Hopefully, Tony doesn't touch it that much. I know. Good luck. I know, but still.
Look, hey, I'm gonna say it because we got the platform. I hate to be the guy to say this because I always wanted positive things to happen to AEW. The fear that I had with folks when it came to AEW was you're asking AEW to get all your fave wrestlers, and it's going to
Yep.
push away some of the up and it basically pushed away the mandate AEW had from day one, which is, hey, we don't want to be just all ex WWE. We want to push these up and coming people
Mhm.
that WWE never pushed. And I'm like, all right, cool. That's a noble effort. That makes sense, especially with the roster that they had from day one. But then slowly but surely, it's like, all right, Daniel Bryan is there. Oh, okay. Adam Cole is there. Oh, the whole what the fuck the group from NXT uh
We're going.
undisputed era
Yeah, yeah.
undisputed era is there. I'm like, okay, all right, CM Punk's back.
To me,
Okay,
it's just the thing. They really got me for me was all right. The real culture, yeah. Everybody's saying the same thing. Don't bring it. Okay, that was funny. But here's the thing: the whole thing, everybody's like whatever AEW's aim is. I don't know what it is. I'll be honest with you, I don't know what it
I don't
is.
know
But
the
right,
end game. I don't.
I don't. It's just that to me, it feels like y'all going a long way to say fuck you, Jim Cornette. That's what it sounds like to me.
You think so?
Something like that. I look. Here's my thing. I feel that Ring of Honor. This was going to happen, whether it been WWE or AEW.
I mean, I don't think
I think
WWE
this
was
is
ever
going
going to
to.
touch Ring of
I
Honor.
I think they would have in some type of way eventually or whatever. I don't know. And like I said, just real talk. I don't know and why would they get them anyway. But AEW getting them just don't feel right to me.
It
It
feels
really
weird,
don't.
like
It feels weird. It feels a little bit wrong to be honest with you. I
because
don't
I
know.
mean, because I mean, a lot of folks were like, "Well, Ring of like." I think what we were thinking was when Ring of Honor, quote unquote, shut down, we were figuring, all right, Ring of Honor is going to probably take this time to kind of get their
No.
money together and kind of figure things out.
And here's going to be the bigger one because what everybody really wanted was Vince McMahon to buy WCW and did not touch WCW, just fund it so they can keep the lights on and keep on doing what
It was
they want
never
to
going to
do. And
happen.
that was never going to happen. So that being said, that same thing is going to happen with on Tony Khan.
Oh,
That's why,
he has the whole Ring of Honor library now. He has like everything, which means that they
which
might
is going
push.
to which is going to be interesting that WWE is going to ask you for probably a tape or two, and you're going to have to do this whole obnoxious. Like, I don't know, guys. Why I do business like motherfucker? We're WWE. How much you want? Just what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's just another dick wag or somewhere. But actually, I feel like also like if the wrestlers are for it, they're for it because wrestlers are weird to me. It feels like they're against shit, but at the same time, they're for everything. They want it feels like they want everything to be unsafe, but they want to feel super protected. They want the locker room to feel like a place where you can cut loose and be whatever, but you can't do the shit they did back in the 80s. It's weird. It's a weird little balance that they got, man. So it's like, I don't get none of this no more. I really don't. I don't see the end game of anything now. The game has changed, and I'm like, okay, so are you going to take over now? Or Ring of Honor going to be by themselves? Are they going to be the same Ring of Honor? No, they're not. They're not going to be the same Ring of Honor. Then they won't be. So it's gone, man. It's gone.
Yeah, it's
It's going to be something new. And God, hey, you know what? I hope CM Punk comes back to Ring of Honor in some type of way. Yeah, bring it all back. Bring it all back. Nobody gives a shit no more. I'm gonna fuck.
Hey, speaking of which, Swerve might be going to New Japan.
Nurse Swerve's already in New Japan.
Oh,
He's
he's
already in
already in
New
New
Japan.
Japan.
Yeah, he was in
Oh, okay,
New
okay,
Japan
okay, cool.
Strong, which is the American side of New Japan, which is based in LA. And
Do you
I
think he
gotta say,
might? Do you think he might go New Japan proper?
that's a good question, and that's a question they give to all the wrestlers in that regard, like TJP and some of the stronger wrestlers, the more up tier wrestlers. A lot of people thought that the same thing about Leo Rush, but Leo Rush did Leo Rush and said I'm retiring, so we don't know no
Now
more.
he's back at AEW.
I don't fucking know. That motherfucker's gonna like the more he does that to me, the more he parks himself in that position to say, "Oh, you're everything that Vince was not going to make you, and you're just going to be the thing that we all thought that Vince was going to make you." That's what I was afraid of with Leo, man. Hopefully this is not the end.
But my thing,
Whatever. Rampage look like it's going to be pretty good, so I'll give AEW that. I will give them that. They are
yeah,
building a tough ass card right now. I
but
will
I
give them
will say
that.
this though, WrestleMania is lining up to be pretty good. We're finally getting the run back between Bianca and wow, I'm like blanking on
Bianca and Becky,
and
which
Becky,
they're building up pretty damn good because Becky every week is just being the best Becky in the
bro,
world, which
bro.
is
Did you
loud. Huh?
did you see that clip of Bianca slapping Becky with her hair and it wasn't mic'd up and you still heard the slap?
Yeah, well, yeah, it was that same match. What I loved about that tag team match was um the crowd was into it, but it's hard to tell because I really don't understand why WWE and the NFL are still using piped in sounds. I still don't understand why both of them. Yes, the NFL is still using piped in sound,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know why they're still doing that. But whatever. But I like the fact the crowd was into it. But there was like two moves that just. Mwah. First off, Becky hit this girl with a nice side suplex, right? And she wrapped her around the motherfucking rope,
Mm-hmm.
like do the whole little bit wrapping around the rope. But for whatever reason, this time she yanked her head and made her crash into the ring post. But when she did it, Becky did it with so much force that you literally saw Bianca's head like dip down way harder than it should, and she got a nice little crack against the motherfucking fucking pole. And I was thinking to myself, Becky did that shit on purpose, and I hope Bianca is a real bitch. And she's like, I hope everybody heard that shit. That was a good one. I hope she heard. I hope it was like that. But their whole little beef has been perfect, you know. And here's the funny thing. I hate to be that person. It is kind of setting it up for Becky to actually slip out of this one again. It
Mm-hmm.
is kind of setting up, but I think WWE is not going to be stupid on this one. I think she's definitely going to get the belt back, and she deserves it back, man. But there was a match before that. It was her and Dewdrop the week before. Oh,
Great fucking match.
great match. Dewdrop was fucking shit. I will give it up. My girl Piper has been one of the best quietest thing in WWE. And I remember when they changed her name to Dewdrop, everybody got mad. I was like, no, let my big bitch walk.
I mean, I thought I was gonna be. I thought I was gonna be.
Rock. I swear, man, Dewdrop is nice.
I thought I was gonna be tired of Bianca and Dewdrop, and yet somehow they put out some banger matches.
They put out some nice matches, yo. Oh, me and my wife we was into that shit. Yeah, here's a funny thing. Certain times, because this is just real talk. I never get this joy with Sasha. That's why I'm not. That's why when everybody talks about her blackness, I just roll my eyes. It's with Bianca I feel it. It's with Bianca I feel it, and not like I said, that's just me. Not a big deal. I'm not going to knock you for it, but it's Bianca I feel it for because when Bianca caught that bitch and lifted her up, I was like, yes, yes, girl. I was like, walk her, bitch, walk her, yes, walk her. Blah, 1, 2, 3. I was like, thank you. I was into it. I was like, I don't know why. She makes me feel so happy. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. And it's probably mainly because I told you this is what I told you and a lot of people on our forum was just straight up. I wanted Bianca to be good the first time I saw her. The thing was, don't throw over the moon, guys, before she's ready. Don't give her like, oh, she's queen. She don't do none of that shit.
I mean, they do it in Naomi,
Let
and
her,
I love
yeah,
Naomi.
but you know what I mean. Like, guys, bring it in. I don't think she's the one yet. Can you bring it in, y'all? But yes, that was a great match at Takeover. Bring it in. That wasn't a match yet. Like I would like for me, it was like give her time, give her time, give her time. She has shown great improvement. Yeah, like I said, I love seeing Bianca
So
wrestle.
so 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 we're getting Bork versus Reigns 8, which you know what I had to look at
Hey,
people.
deal with it.
No,
Deal with it.
here's the thing. At first, I was gonna fucking groan, but I was like, hold up, stop, Chris. You were one of many people that loved Cena Orton number 26. Can you really be mad at
Yeah,
this?
you need to shut up. You were one of them. I was getting sick of that, man.
Oh, don't get it twisted. I was getting sick too, but it was just like, but they're so good. Fuck.
No, it wasn't. In my opinion, I not really. Two matches though, to me, don't get enough recognition. It was the unification match, and everybody
Yeah,
hated
that
because
unification match was dope.
remember that was during that time where CM Punk was leaving the company. There was a lot of
Daniel
grumbling,
Bryan was getting that push.
and everybody thought that WrestleMania 30 was going to fall apart, especially because CM Punk the way he rolled out.
Yeah.
And I remember that match was amazing. It was good.
Yep.
Really good. Nobody gave it no type of respect. Oh man, we want John. Man, we want to see John Cena, Randy Orton. Good match. Their last man standing match was very good. Like it's gonna be very really funny to see John Cena come out like 2 years from now talking about he's about to be done with wrestling, and then for Randy Orton to be his last opponent, which to me
Poetic.
makes perfect sense. Of all people, if all people, the last person John Cena wrestles will is going to be Randy Orton.
Somebody
So
said that
just deal with that.
somebody said the funniest outcome that could happen from Bork versus Roman Reigns would be Reigns beats Bork, and then on SmackDown he looks at the WWE Championship and just
And
throws it off
throws
to
it
the top,
away.
or gives it to like Big E and be like, "Here, Big E, take it,"
You
or some shit
know
like
what?
that.
Like, you know what? I saw you out there. I don't even want this. What's
Oh,
this?
oh, if he does it, I would fucking laugh my ass
Roman,
off.
the problem about here's the thing. Roman has just realized he he's the one. There's no way
You know what it is? You know what
like
it is?
deal
You know
with
what
it,
it is?
man.
You know
He's
what
the
you know
one
what it
now.
is? Do you know what it is? It's like a woman that found her sexiness out the fucking blue. That's Roman right there.
It's like Roman. It's like you know what really did it.
Russell Wilson when he hooked up with Sierra, it's like, oh shit.
I think what really truly did it was the fact that they had a good storyline
Mhm.
built for Roman to make him a heel. And that from that point on, just talking to other wrestlers and and being around Paul Heyman constantly. Dog.
Dude, that
I'm
match with
pretty
Seth was
sure.
fucking hilarious. Seth antagonizing him like Joker coming out in the Shield attire, and Roman just looking pissed
Boy,
off like,
that
the
was a
fuck?
good match. It was so good. It was so good. It didn't bother you that Roman rocked Seth's dome for the last 2.5 minutes of that shit. You're like, I don't care. I'll lose the job. I don't care. Choking about this is what he wanted.
Dude, I just like, Seth is literally turned into the Joker, but just between all the suits that he wears, the laugh, the fucking dude, I swear to God, even going back when he was beefing with Edge and he was in his house, I fucking hollered when he was
That
in
was
that.
funny. That was hilarious.
Drank the orange juice out the bottle and everything. I was like,
You
yo.
know what's so bad about that? I remember people, I hate wrestling fans so much. He's taking it too far.
That's the point.
Why y'all? Here's my thing, and I mean it. And I'd always say when anybody says that shit, I really mean this shit. I saw Brian Pillman.
Thank you.
Shut up. You want about taking it too far. How about seeing that white man break that gun out when people halfway thought wrestling was real?
How about Triple H busting up in Randy Orton's home with the fucking with the sledgehammer
All
and
right,
chasing
that
him around
wasn't
his
taken too
house?
far. That was hilarious because that woman that was there didn't look nothing like Randy Orton's wife at the time.
Not quite Hispanic enough. Not quite
No,
Hispanic.
no, no. This is when he was with his white girl.
Oh,
His
oh,
first wife. His first wife.
my bad. I got the wrong
Yeah,
one. Wrong one. Sorry about that.
but I always laugh when wrestlers say stuff. It's like, oh, you're taking it too far. Why are you watching wrestling?
Thank you.
Because the second there's no blood in WWE, they don't want to show blood. What I have learned, Chris, over this year and a half, and watching the Royal Rumble in such delight, I have learned one thing. Every wrestling fan don't deserve to ever talk ever. And I'm starting to realize that I get more joy out of busting people's bubbles of logic that they have. I get so much fun out of that now. I just do. I don't pick at my friends no more. I don't need to make fun of you guys. I make fun of the dumbasses on Twitter now. It is hilarious. It's an endless gift of Vince coughed, therefore he hates black
Well, I mean,
people, I
just
guess. I don't know. I
I mean,
love
and
it.
like as much as it sucks that Bobby Lashley is out, I'm just
It
sitting back
does.
like, well, Bobby's out. All right, Big E, let's see what happens.
I don't know what's going on with Big E because I feel like Big E got hurt or something. It feel like I think he got hurt or something, but it
I
just
mean,
feels like
we know Xavier's coming back because he literally posted that whole thing on IG saying soon. So I'm like, oh, okay.
we'll see, man. I feel that New Day is about to be on the wrong side of 30, And you know what I mean? I mean it because Kofi done got hurt. Kofi barely gets hurt, and that tells you something. Then the motherfucking E got Xavier got hurt for the 80th time. Just be real, he's injury prone like shit.
Yeah.
And then we got E who if I feel like E wasn't healthy, and that's why they took the belt off him. You know what I mean? I feel like either like he
They're
don't
waiting for him to
train.
recover. We're waiting for him to recover because I mean he did the interview just recently, yeah, which they probably did it before the pay per view with him,
Mhm.
Bobby, and
You know,
Kofi.
Kofi, yeah,
Yeah, that so they might have did that before that in elimination chamber match and stuff possibly.
yeah.
But I mean maybe he is recovering. I mean, but then again, he did wrestle against old boys on SmackDown 2 weeks ago. So
But here's the thing. Here's the funny thing. The one big thing, and this is the way I can pretty much end it. I feel bad for E because the best wrestling is not coming from him. It's actually coming from Roman. It's actually coming from Stephen on KO. And I hate to be that person. So is it going to be McAfee fighting?
Vince.
Fighting is he's going to be fighting Austin because I see him beating the shit out of Austin, and Vince is like, "Get up!" Like, I got look. I actually look. Here's the thing. I hate the McMahon so much. I don't like it when they're in matches, but for some reason, I got a feeling that's going to be the one to steal the night because Vince is going. This is going to. I got a feeling this is Vince's last hurrah, and we're going to get some classic Vince shit. I feel it in my gut.
Mm,
I
speak.
just
Mm.
know some Vince shenanigans is going to come up, and I'm gonna love it.
Gunther versus was it Solo
Soka, the other solo, right?
yeah, Solo. That match was
I
flames.
didn't see. So with I'm pretty sure
Oh, Gunther.
Gunther won. Gunther
Oh
won.
yeah,
Yeah,
got the one. I mean, look, everybody's demeaning the name, but I'm like, it's still
it's Gunther. It's
it's
Gunther.
Gunther, but it's still the same. It's
Scared of that nigga.
still him who he is. Braun Breaker is still the man. That man is just yo. Who knew?
Him and Dolph is gonna be fun.
Oh, it's
Him
great.
versus Dolph is gonna be great.
Oh, it's triple threat
Dolph is
actually.
gonna make that dude look so. Wait a minute, triple
It's
threat.
yeah.
Who else?
It's Braun, Dolph, and Ciampa triple threat.
So Ciampa's gonna. I didn't know Ciampa was gonna be the match.
Yeah. Hold on, let me look it up real quick, because it's what's the name of the pay per view?
I don't know. I don't seriously. After the NXT stopped doing the takeover thing, I don't know what the I don't know how they name their shit. I think it's not no. It's not going to be. I don't know what they're going. I don't know when it's going to show. I think they're going to do it when like next week or some shit. I don't know.
I don't know. Either which way, it's
Yeah,
it's yeah.
yeah. So far, like we said, Braun's still there, man.
I mean,
and
and
people
also
are, and for some reason, people have still turned their back on him. He went from, oh man, Scott Steiner's son. I mean, like Scott Steiner's nephew to, this is stupid. Vince just want a muscle guy.
meanwhile, Carmelo Hayes has been out here putting on banger matches too, because him and Pete Dunne was dope last night too.
Oh man, I need to see that match. I really do. I really wish Pete Dunne would do more than just nothing to what he's doing right now.
Pete Dunne is just
He was
enjoying his
wasting
time.
his. I hope Pete. I hope.
Do you think he doesn't want to go to main roster?
I don't know what Pete wants to do. I'll be honest with you.
Because some people were saying he should have been on main roster like 2 years ago.
I really also, but I also feel like there is, like they want there to be more of him.
Mm-hmm.
There needs to be something of him that they need or something. I don't know what they need, man. I don't even know how long his contract is. That's another thing I'll be looking at, man. Some people's contracts is the thing that concern me, man. And like I want and who is it? I was just gonna mention them. God down there. Oh yeah, Ciampa. The one thing that gets me about Ciampa is this. Remember how everybody said he has to be an NXT lifer? What we learned is that can't be a thing no more. That's the thing that pissed off so many people about the black and gold ending.
Yeah.
Because no, it can't be your little pocket of what you think wrestling is no more.
It has to be developmental.
It has to be developmental. That broke a lot of people's hearts. No, Ciampa was never meant to stay down there.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, when it comes to people like him, I think it hurt him more than anybody because he deserved to be on the main roster 3 years ago, in my opinion.
Well, you remember I was telling you during that last time of the Black and Gold, everybody was saying, "So what happens to Undisputed Era? Because they've been ruling NXT for so goddamn long.
Yep.
Have they overstayed their welcome way more than they did?"
Yep. And then here's the thing. Would the fans reacted the way they reacted to Adam Cole being bald headed and being with Keith Lee? Nobody was going to take it seriously, even if it did develop. Here's the thing. I always say to people, even if it did develop into something, y'all want to be appreciative of it anyway. That ain't true. That ain't true. Really, that's not true. D. I think it is true. Why is that? Because y'all dropped Robert Roode like a bad habit when he stopped doing Glorious. All of a sudden, ooh, I don't like him no more.
I don't like the
He
new
the
one.
same wrestler. The exact same wrestler.
Just
Whatever.
him and Dolph Ziggler are the Dirty Dogs, and it's
I
the
love
greatest
that
shit ever.
Oh man, that's how you do. You get two workhorses like them, meaning that they can do everything. They can do everything,
That's
but
what made me sad.
they don't need to be champions. That's a great thing. They
That's what
don't need
made
to
me
be
sad
champions.
for
They put everybody
Cesaro.
over.
That's what made me sad for Cesaro leaving, because I'm like, did Cesaro just, because they said basically it was money, essentially.
Nobody's going to believe the money thing, even if it is money. Nobody's going to believe money. So I'm not even going to say that. I think it was just one of those things where Cesaro just his time ran out. I think really just real talk, because y'all still want there to be this championship run that's not going to happen with him, because number one, Paul Heyman's not writing no more, and number two, again, Cesaro has never improved on the mic skills, and he wasn't going to improve on them.
Great match against Seth though at WrestleMania, but
Incredible match with Seth at WrestleMania. Incredible matches. His last match, all the matches he done were great choreographed matches. He's an incredible wrestler, man. And I meant that. I really meant it. I think he would have got the keys to the whole fucking kingdom if he could talk. Vince likes stupid catch wrestlers like him. Old timey looking type of wrestlers like him. He would have been perfect if the nigga could talk.
do I think he should go to AEW? No.
No. I don't think he should, but I think he should just for the sake of shutting some people up.
I think he should go New Japan. That's just me.
I personally think he should take a break.
Break it. I mean, he could.
I tell everybody, take a break. Don't even.
Somebody was saying Vince should have put him in NXT UK, and he'd been fine.
I wish.
I wish,
man. Like the UK show is actually still pretty good, man. I will give it that. Their matches are still pretty damn tight. So whatever. The only other thing I can add to all of the crap that's going on in wrestling right now is this. I swear to God, AEW, I will never fucking forgive you. If Keith Lee becomes nothing in several months, I will never fucking forgive you. Well, he's going to get if he gets the belt, it doesn't matter. No,
because fuck Powerhouse.
If he doesn't do nothing, and I got a set amount of time in my head, Chris, I really do. Mm-hmm. And trust me, it is very generous. I'm not going to even tell nobody online, because I know some desperate motherfuckers going to check me on that. But here's the thing. I have it in my head, Keith, if he doesn't get this belt at a certain point in time in my brain, I'm gonna start getting real loud and real indignant and really unfair to AEW. I'm just am, because the way y'all announced him coming in and the promises that I'm hearing from a lot of people and the buzzing and everybody saying the same thing, there's no excuse why he can't get a belt now. We'll see. Oh, and for D, just for D, that TNT belt don't mean nothing to me. I want that big gold belt. I want that overly gaudy belt. I want that. It's not a New Japan belt, but not quite a New Japan belt, but it looks like it to make all the dumbasses think that it's a better belt than WWE's. I'm dead serious with that, Chris. I'm going to be really petty with AEW. Now, he's probably like, D, that was only... Why Keith Lee get his belt yet? D, it's been exactly 3 days.
Christ.
Whatever.
TNT belt champion is Keith Lee.
That don't count with me. That don't count with D. He better not be the TNT champion. Hold on, and then rock it for 4 months, and then lose it, and somebody going, man, he just had the TNT belt.
Sir, I better not hear that. Sir, Keith Lee is going to lose that TNT belt to Hook. All right.
I hate you so much for making sense. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. What makes you think? What makes you think? I'm sorry. Keith Lee has I'm going to get lifted up by this scrawny white boy, all written all over his face right now before y'all even say. Here's the thing.
I like
hate
Hook. I like Hook.
I don't hate
I
Hook.
like him.
He's just gentrified Kenta, and I don't like that. He's like Joe Higurashi. If you let him listen, he's like Joe Higashi if he wasn't Joe Higashi.
With a tan.
He's Joe Higashi. He's Joe Higashi if you just play My Chemical Romance instead of like, yo, I really,
He's
I
gonna
know
lose the
that.
Hook, and all the people gonna be like, "Oh my god, that match was good." I was like, "It's good, but damn, really, Hook? All right."
Somebody said, I will say this, and I agree, and this will be the last thing I say. With Adam Cole versus Adam Page that's coming up, I'm gonna say this. Okay, let me get this straight. So you did a comedy act for a whole fucking month, and you became the number one contender for
Just
that
like that.
belt, just like that. Adam, who did you fuck? Oh, I hate look. Here's the thing. I don't hate AEW. I hate their fucking booking. Their booking is just as stupid as WWE's. All right, it's just as stupid. Don't worry, the flavor still. Don't worry, y'all. Y'all can still taste the gum flavor. Wait till that shit gets next.
It's a gum flavor. Like, goddamn.
Yeah, it ain't fruit. Yeah, look, it ain't fruit stripe. I'm glad. Look, good for them. It ain't fruit stripe. Anyway, that's just to be nothing.
All right, but we'll see you guys next week. We're finally back on schedule, and we'll be back next week probably talking more hockey because I have been watching hockey lately.
Dude, did you know? Dude, I did not know that the lack of hearing on the Flyers was for a fucking reason for fucking Shaggy. Matter of fact, we should talk to him. We should try to bring him on the show, man. We should do something.
First off, Shaggy's gonna look at us and say "fuck you." You know you're gonna say that.
Yeah, I've been waiting. Second of all, I know y'all been talking shit about the Flyers. So let me talk shit about my own team. Yeah. So whatever. I think we should do. I think we should try to make that work.
Caps flying high over the Philadelphia Flyers, baby.
There you go. I like how you're barely in that war, but yet you're in that war. I love it.
I dip a toe in it every once in a while for Shaggy's sake.
Oh Lord, I hate that. Anyway, right. We should do that some next week, man. That'll be good, bro.
All right, we catch you guys next week. Peace out.
Peace.